Okay, we seem to be live. Let me just check. Okay, right. We're now live. So, what's up, guys? macadii here. Now, today I'm building a team around Timmy, the Mega Tyranitar. And if you guys are hyped for this live stream, I don't know, I'm already failing to speak. Don't forget to hit the like button below. So, as I said, we got Timmy, the Mega Tyranitar. And I'm running him, obviously, with Sandstream, because that is the better ability over Unnerve. And I wasn't too sure of the moves, so I decided to go for Crunch, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and then Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance so I can start setting up, and he is going to be my main sweeper for the team. So, I wasn't sure mainly with Earthquake, because there's a sort of... I could either go for Earthquake, which hits Steel types and things like that for super effective damage, and Poison types, that sort of thing. But then Fire Punch does get through things like Fortress and Skizzle. Skizzle not too much, isn't too as bad. So I'm not too sure at the minute, but we're going to stick with Earthquake for the minute. So we're moving on to the EVs as well. We've got 252 in attack and 252 in speed with a Jolly Nature, and then just 4 in defense. I think with this EV spread, I outspeed about level, I think about 130. I think is the speed tier that I reach after one Dragon Dance, which is absolutely crazy. So, in terms of what to actually have as well, I would love your suggestions as well. So don't forget, guys, you have the comment section. That's what the comment section for this section. So let me know. So I normally quite like to go for have a look at the walls and things like that. So I decided I've had a bit of a think about it, and I was thinking probably one of the best physical walls that goes really, really well with Mega Tyranitar would be a Slowbro. It sounds a little bit weird, but Slowbro obviously is weak to Dark, which Timmy can handle, and also Electricity, which Timmy can handle as well. So even without a special wall yet, we are still already getting some synergy going, which is really good. So we're going to go for lefties on this guy. And obviously Regenerator, because no one else runs anything else apart from that. So, in terms of the moves, I will probably go for, obviously, Slack Off, because you need Slack Off if you're going to be a wall. So, we're going to go for Slack Off. Obviously, Scald as well would be a really good addition. But for these final moves, it's a little bit tricky, because we could go for a Calm Mindset, but I would quite like this to be sort of a dedicated physical wall. So, from there, we're probably going to go for T-Wave. It doesn't get, does it get Thunder Wave? It does get Thunder Wave, so I think we're going to go for Thunder Wave here, because we can actually paralyze on switches, and also, because we're then faster, we can then slack off on them as well, which is absolutely brilliant. And maybe for the final move, go for just Psyshock. That means we can hit just a wider range of things for not necessarily super effective, but just sort of neutral damage. So I think that's probably the best way to go. So we're going to go for 252, actually make sure that's odds in there. 252 in defense as well, and obviously bold as well. I might actually take a tiny smidgen off, actually probably off defense actually, tiniest of smidgens, just to put in speed, just for that tiny bit of speed creep, which would be absolutely brilliant, especially with that T-Wave as well. So in terms of the special wall, we need something obviously that resists grass ideally, because at the minute we've got a horrific grass weakness going on here. So, looking at Pokemon that do resist grass, obviously a grass type of its own would actually work out pretty well, I think. Ferrothorn has fighting weakness, so don't particularly want to go for that. Celebi, we already have a psychic type for our walls, that's probably not the best call. It's tricky. Thinking about it, actually, I have used this relatively recently, but I think Amoonguss might be the way to go, because actually it synergizes really well with Slowbro, because Slowbro gives really, obviously it covers pretty much all of Slowbro's weaknesses, apart from knockoff, but then obviously Timmy can handle that, so actually this should be pretty good. So we're going to go for lefties on this guy, with Regenerator obviously. In terms of the moveset, I did really enjoy that sub moveset from the last stream, but I don't know how effective it will be in OU. So we're definitely going to go for Spore though, guys, because that's definitely one to run for. Because I think maybe go for Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb here. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, And for the final move, we could go for Foul Play, which would actually hit Steel types and things like that, especially Mega Metagross. I don't know how much of a difference that would make. I'm not sure, but maybe Foul Play is the way to go for the minute. So we're going to go for that at the minute. So we're going to go 252 in HP, 252 in Special Defense, with a high Special Defense, low attack. Yeah, we can get away with a Calm Nature because obviously Foul Play ignores that. I know Regenerator Core is a little bit mean, but to be honest, Amoonguss is from RU. And actually, I'm going to take the liberty of calling him Dealer myself, just because, in honour of Dealer, who has done so much work in my recent RU session. So, we need to have a think now of what would be a really, really good Scarfer, because we do need a Scarfer for this team, because at the minute we're a little bit slow, especially without that Dragon Dance as well. Yeah, you guys seem to be liking the Regenerator Core. Looking at the suggestions, you're suggesting... who is it? Daniel, you're suggesting Ice Beam rather than Crunch. I'm not too sure, actually, because I know Crunch is obviously stab and everything, so it would do quite a bit more damage. I think we're going to leave it for the minute, and we're going to see. I guess, ooh, HP Fire is a good shout, actually. And actually, yes, we're going to go for Hidden Power Fire on this guy. That is a really good shout. Thank you, Daniel, for that. But we'll keep Ice Beam on hold for the minute, because I'm not too sure about that. And we'll put 4 in there. To be honest, we probably don't need to do too much speed creeping with this guy. So, we would quite like a Scarfer that can deal with things that beat Timmy. So, as we said, Ferrothorn and mainly Ferrothorn, Skarmory definitely jump out at me. So, actually, it'd be good to get some Volt Turn, so maybe a Scarfed Magnezone would be the way to go. So we're going to go for a Choice Scarf Magnezone here with Magnet Pull. Magnet Pull with, obviously, who doesn't run Volt Switch on this guy? So we're going to go for Volt Switch, Thunderbolt. Oh, Ice Punch. Ah, that makes more sense. Okay. We'll have a think. We'll build the team, and then I'll come back to that. Oh, hey, P Ninja, good to see you there. Oh, we don't want Thunder, we want Thunderbolt. I'm not man enough to go for Scarfed Thunder on Magnezone. From there, we don't have any steel coverage for Fairies, so I'm quite tempted to go for Flash Cannon there. And then, obviously, Hidden Power Fire there, which means we can then, obviously, muscle our way through. We can go 252 in Special Attack, 252 in Speed with a Timid Nature, and just the last 4 in Special Defense, because it's our weakest one. Probably the way to go from there. I'm still looking for nicknames, guys, so don't forget about that. I would really appreciate that. So, looking at this team at the minute, I'm trying to think of common cores or offensive cores or defensive cores that we can't work our way around. We do have a way to break through the pink blobs with Tyranitar, which I think should be able to, because we could get a Dragon Dance off. We may get paralyzed in the process, but I think it would be. Yeah, that's good. You guys seem to be liking the Magnezone choice. So that's good. So, we need something that breaks through. The one that definitely jumps to mind now is Mega Venusaur, and I hate that thing. I hate facing it, definitely. So, we need something that can muscle its way through that, and especially I don't know if you guys have found it, but it's a Heatran and Mega Venusaur core, which is just disgusting, and I know I used it in a previous session, but it is absolutely disgusting, so it would be good to get a guy that can work his way around that. And actually, cruising through here, Landorus probably isn't a bad shout, because I think, does Landorus get Psychic? I've never used one before. It does. Ooh. So we could go for Life Orb there. And actually, this gives quite good synergy alongside Timmy as well. So that's probably the best way to go. So we're going to go for Psychic, obviously Earth Power. And actually, that then demolishes that does demolish that core as well, which is absolutely beautiful. Psychic, Earth Power. What other moves does it get? Oh, Focus Blast as well. Probably a good shout. Maybe? I'm not exactly sure. I guess for Skarmory at the minute. But then, I don't know. We'll have a look through. So So we got, there's no point going for extra sensory. We have got the hidden powers. Knockoff could be an option, actually, because that means if we predict Lati switches, does it get Ice Beam? I don't think it does. It does get Sludge Wave, which is definitely an option. U-turn. It's going to have to be between U-turn and Sludge Wave, I think. Attractive, actually, is a good... That's a good name for Magnezone. We're going to run with that for Magnezone, I think. So, probably... I'm gonna go for Sludge Wave here. Just for all of the fairies, because I think that's going to do a really, really decent chunk to them. And we can go for 252 in special attack. Obviously 252 in speed. And that trolley 101 nature is looking absolutely beautiful right now. Because it means we can outspeed a few of the different megas. And 100 speed tier is a good one to actually beat. We can beat both of the dragon, Charizards as well. We don't have a huge, much to actually hit them hard, I guess. Earth Power is for Megazard X. So, Magneto is another option. But I think Attractive is probably the better way to go. So we're going to go for Attractive on the Magnezone. We still have Slowbro and Landorus to go for that. Let's see. For the final Pokemon, we want something else that's sort of quite fast, offensive. Ideally with we don't want any additional ice weakness or fighting weakness. I guess, would ice be that? Yeah, ice would probably be quite bad. We do have Slowbro to handle that, and Timmy as well. But ideally something fast. Keldeo could be an option actually, because that gives us fighting stab. Change it to sheer force. That is a very, very good shout. Thank you so much, Max Power. I really appreciate that shout. Maybe for the last one, Rock Polish could be an option, but I would quite like sort of just all-out coverage and just just go for it really. Especially when that means I can outspeed all heat transforms straight away, and also Mega Venusaur as well, which would be good. Mew could be an option for the last one, actually, because we do need a sort of Psychic, maybe Psychic. We do already have Slowbro, and that will create some knockoff weakness, which, especially with fighting types that run knockoff, that might cause a few issues. So maybe Keldeo's the way to go. Excadrill could be an option as well. But then we already have quite a few ground types already, and we have got a bit of a water weakness going on. So actually maybe Keldeo is the better way to go. So maybe go for we could go for Specs Keldeo, because that would hit really hard. It does give us a lot of special attackers actually, so I'm probably going to leave that. Azumarill could be an alternate option. It's a little bit tricky for this last guy. No, we already got ground type going on there. How's Scizor looking? Yeah, I have got quite a special team at the minute, so it'd be good to get something quite physical. Physical? I don't know what, though. Maybe Heracross. How does Heracross look on this team? Heracross synergizes really well with Timmy. So maybe if we have a look. Heracross with maybe Choice Band, Wall Breaker. Actually, if we want to go for Choice Bander, thinking about it actually, oh, I've lost it, there you go. Maybe actually, no, I've changed my mind, I've got an idea. Maybe go for Kyurem. And we can go for Choice Band. And this is our Wall Breaker. And this is, we got a special Wall Breaker now in terms of Landorus. And also we've got a Wall Breaker here with Kyurem. And especially being able to ignore other abilities will be extra useful as well. So an Outrage will do an absolutely crazy amount of damage. So yeah, physical is definitely the way to go. Scizor could also be an option actually, but then I already have quite a reasonable fire weakness going on here. So we're going to go for Outrage, I think. Go for Kyurem Black, I think. With... What else does he learn? Not a huge amount, that's the only thing. So we've got Iron Head, we've got Outrage, we've got... it's probably Stone Edge as well. And... Oh, actually Zen Headbutt's quite a good call. So we're going to go for Zen Headbutt there, and I'll just see if there's anything outside of Stone Edge, because we already have one rock going on. So in terms of what can be coming in, let's see, Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw could be an option, actually, but I'm just trying to think of what that will hit. Psychic types, but then we do have Outrage for those. It's a little bit tricky, guys. AV Heracross. That is another option. I think for the minute, we're going to stick with Kyurem, and we're going to go for that for the moveset. As I said, this is just the initial phase. We are going to do some extensive testing with this guy, or this team, to see how it works out. So we're going to go for Jolly Nature with, yeah, we'll just put the final 4 in there. So in terms of nicknames, we'll just quickly change these. Slowbro, we've got obviously Bromance. Just because I use that as a Mega Slowbro. We've got Tractive, Landorus. I called him Pillows, but that was when he was Landorus T. We'll go for Pillows. We can always change these if you guys have any better suggestions. And Kyurem, we're just going to call him Run, because you have to run if you're facing up to this guy. So, look at this. I'm pretty happy with the setup. We've got Sheer Force there. We've got Choice Scarf, Magnet Pull there. We've got Special Wall, Physical Wall, and Sweeper there. Yeah, actually, we have got a bit of a fighting weakness, actually, with Run. So maybe, no, I have changed my mind. Heracross. Heracross is probably the way to go. We're going to go for Heracross as our Wall Breaker. Heracross, Close Combat. You guys have persuaded me. Oh, we're going to go for Choice Band, I think, on Heracross. That is a very good point, actually. I didn't notice that massive fighting weakness going on. So we can go for, ooh, Moxie is going to make him hit hard. So we can go for Close Combat there. Mega Horn. What else does he learn? Earthquake, obviously. And finally, I'm not really sure what his other moves are. Night Slash. We could go for a Pursuiter. We are choice banded though, so maybe Assault Vest. I do lack hazard removal as well. Yeah, maybe choice. Oh, we do lack hazards. That's a good point actually. We actually don't have any rock weaknesses though, so I'm gonna run another Scarfer, and we're gonna go for Choice Scarf Moxie, Earthquake, and finally probably Facade as well for the final move. And we're gonna go for this because I'm aware that we don't want to spend a massive amount of time on the team building. I'd like to just get in and give it a go. So, oh, I did forget about Fusion Bolt on the previous Kyurem. So we're gonna go for that. 252, 252. And just another final 4 in there. So we've got 2 Scarfers, so we'll see how that works out. So we're going to go for the first battle, which is against Poodles or Cute. So we're going to give this a go. As I said, I'm completely aware, guys. This team is not... It's very, very raw at the minute. But hopefully you guys can give me some great suggestions. Night Slash could be another option for Heracross. We'll have a look into that. So, looking at this guy's team... In terms of lead, I'm not exactly sure. He hasn't got a very sort of obvious lead going on here. So, I'm quite tempted to go for Magnezone because I can at least Volt Switch off anything. And I think that's probably the way to go. So we're going to go for Attractive to start with. That's probably the way to go. I'm just going to check as well if Heracross does get knockoff. I had a feeling it did, but I didn't see it. Yeah, it does. We're going to change that to knockoff. Okay, so he goes out into Breloom. Well, we can go straight out into Dealer. I think that's probably the best bet. Just because we should be able to take pretty much any hit from this guy. And if he goes for the Spore, which he does, we are fine. So he looks to be a sort of more of a defensive sub-seeding set. So we're going to go for... We could go for either the Sludge Bomb or the HP Fire. So, looking at this guy's team, what he's probably going to bring in. We could go for the Hidden Power Fire, predicting the Metagross Slit coming in. And that is actually quite a tempting thought, but we can always go out to Bromance. Bromance does completely wall that guy. And Sludge Bomb does hit everything else harder. But, and he also has the Victini. We're going to go for the Sludge Bomb, because I don't think he's going to go out into Metagross. We could have gone for the Foul Play, thinking about it, and actually... No, because it's resisted on this guy, and I don't particularly want to take many hits. Yeah, Joe, I will be doing some battling with you guys. I might as well do that. So, it's whatever you guys want to do. He does go into Latias as a Sludge Bomb. Doesn't... that's a shame. I was hoping we get a Toxic off from there. So, from there, we can go out actually into Timmy. And Timmy should be able to take that pretty well. And nothing really wants to take a Crunch from there. So, that should be okay. Because he's either going to go for, like, Draco Meteor or Psyshock. So, we're going to go for Timmy. And then we can hit back with a good Crunch. They don't normally run HP fighting, so it should be okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all. So we're going to go out into Timmy here and see from there. So yeah, how are you guys all doing? I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I know there was a bit of sort of trying to work out what to go for with the team, but obviously I'm doing this sort of off the bat, and it is quite a tricky thing to do. It's hard enough trying to build teams in your own time compared to doing it on a live stream with, how many people are watching at the minute? 13 people watching, which, yeah, is a little bit daunting. So, it does Mega up into the Latias. This is where Pursuit would have been absolutely beautiful. Well, we're going to go for Mega Evolve and just go for a Crunch here, because nothing really appreciates that Crunch. And especially with that Breloom around, I'm definitely not going to be setting up until that Breloom is out the way. Just because I really fear that Mach Punch, and that would be pretty scary, I must admit. So, I'm not too sure what he can switch out into. He has 3 Psychics, so we can definitely take advantage of that. As I said, once Breloom is out the way, we can actually, yeah, we can pretty much sweep through this guy's team. So, yeah, that's actually looking pretty good, because the Reiku's not going to take Earthquake, Stone Edge, Crunch, 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 or Earthquake, probably Crunch, no, Crunch better. So he does go out into the Breloom as a Crunch, doesn't do a huge amount, it is a bit of a shame, but we can just go back out into Dealer without too much problems, and just go for another Sludge Bomb. I don't think there's too much problem with that. Oh, if you can't find my name, it's just macadii. Macadii. Oh, you can just see it there. So, yeah, if you have a look, I'm just going to... oh, that reminds me. I'm just going to join the lobby. There you go. You guys should be able to find me pretty easily now. If you just look on the lobby, I should be there. So, yeah. You're talking about the... Joe's just mentioning my Sticky Web team. I made a UU Mega Blastoise team that was based around Sticky Web. And to be honest, it was one of the best teams I think I've ever made. It was just a huge amount of offense and a lot of fun. He does end up subbing with the Breloom, but to be honest, I don't think there's much this guy can do to me. So, I'm quite happy just going for another Sludge Bomb. I don't think he can really do much, because he's probably have Leech Seed, Spore, Sub, maybe Mach Punch. Oh, he's Sub Punch. Fair dues. Focus Punch does a decent chunk, but we are going to be able to get that back with our Regenerator after this. So that's not going to be too bad. So we're going to go for the Sludge Bomb and deal with him from there. That should be fine. Mega Sableye, yeah, that actually could be a problem with this team, looking at it. I'm not sure how Landorus would hold up. I guess if he's Calm Mindset, that could present a few issues. That's definitely something I would have to look at. Because actually, yeah, you do make a good point, Black Lion. That would be a potential problem with this team. In terms of what we could change, it would be quite nice to get a Fairy on here. I'm not exactly sure who, what, or where. Maybe change Heracross up for an Azumarill. If you guys let me know what you think of that, that is a definite possibility. He does end up spoiling me, and we do take out the Breloom. So now, Mega Tyranitar is absolutely dancing right now. He's getting ready to dance. And he is hyped. So he goes out into the Metagross. We can just go into the Bromance. I know I got Foul Play for this guy, but I would like to keep that going. Let's see, Genius. That could be an option for our pillows over here. And you know what? I think that's probably better. So we're going to go for Genius with Lando. If I can type properly. So we're going back to the game. And yeah, just go out into Mega Slowbro. That shouldn't be a problem. And we can just go for... A Scald could be an option, because I guess the Dragonite could come in, but that is our only real option. Maybe T-Wave. T-Wave. That's a good point. Because he won't want to bring his Raikou in on a sort of hard switch, because that's going to do... A Scald's going to do quite a decent chunk to that Raikou. He does double out into Latias as we go out into Bromance now. That does present a few issues, because I'm not exactly sure what this guy's going to have for me. It is quite tempting to T-Wave and just see what he's going to go for, but I have a bad feeling he's probably going to go for the Thunderbolt if he's got it, and that's going to do a huge amount. So maybe the way to go is we could be cheeky. We could go out into Dealer, get him to Ice Beam then, and we can go back out into Timmy. Oh, have we got enough HP to do that? Probably not, unfortunately. So we are in a little bit of a predicament. That's the only problem I can see with this core, is the Lati Twins do cause a few issues. Question is, do we just stay in and go for a T-Wave? But then it does leave us open for Metagross and Victini, which does present issues. So I think we're going to risk the Biscuit, and we're going to go out into Dealer, predicting the T-Volt, and then we can go back out into probably... Well, if he's going to go for an Ice Beam, probably Tyranitar. We can take a hit from there. How much did it do before? An Ice Beam did 23%, well, it should do a bit less than that. It should do maybe 18, because we do get quite a bit of a special defense boost, plus the 50% on top, so that should be okay. I think that should be probably the best bet to go. Way to go. I'm completely forgetting how to talk. I do apologise, guys. So, I know we are starting to play sort of 2 turns ahead, and that is always a bit of a dangerous game. He does predict the switch. That's fair dues. Well, he is probably going to go for it again, so we're going to go out. Timmy is our win condition, that's the thing. So I'm not particularly keen to go out. We have got Heracross, which we know can take a hit, but is he going to go for the Psyshock this turn? That's the thing. So maybe... Yeah, Latias does cause this team a bit of problems. So we don't really want to take another hit with Timmy just yet. How useful is Heracross? It is relatively useful, especially if that... with Latias, but I think we can take a hit. So I think we're going to risk it. And to be honest, even if it gets sacked off, we can go out into Tyranitar, we can set up a Dragon Dance, and I think we sweep from there anyway. So that's probably the best bet. Yeah. Oh, so, I see. Joe's asking me if I would ever want to do Little Cup. And, you guys don't actually know this, but back in Gen 5, I used to play a ridiculous amount of Little Cup. And I think I got to, like, top... I can't remember what it was, like, top 100, top 80, something like that. I'm playing fairly casually. And yeah, I made a really, really decent team there. So, Little Cup is definitely something I would like to do in the future. Not sure when. I might even do a sort of... Maybe do it on live stream or something like that. So, it's a shame you got to go Black Lion, but it was good for you to come out and everything. He does end up taking out the Heracross. It was a bit of a sack, to be honest. So, we can go out into Timmy and just set up the Dragon Dance here. We know he can't do a huge amount to us. And, just go for the Dragon Dance. I know we could have gone in with Timmy, but to be honest, after taking another Ice Beam and then a Draco, I don't know if we'd have been able to take him out. That was going to be the issue. Also with the Sandstorm, if he ends up switching in the Dragonite, it's going to break his multi-scale as well. So that will be good news as well. And I don't know if a Dragon Dance Stone Edge would take out a Dragonite with multi-scale. I think it might. I'd be quite tempted to stay in and just see. But to be honest, I would probably crunch just to not break his weakness policy. So I might be able to live an EQ after that. Yeah, I think that's probably the play to go. He sets up the Calm Mind. Now, he may be in a little bit of trouble now, because a Crunch is going to do an absolutely huge amount. And to be honest, Latis are one of the main reasons I decided to go for Crunch. You know, as an option. I know Ice Punch was another option, but I have Stone Edge for flying types, and obviously most Dragon types are flying anyway. The only ones, I guess you do have the Latis, but then the Latis are hit by Crunch anyway. So, I can't even think. I guess Garchomp is probably the only... Yeah, ground and dragon types are the ones that can handle Timmy. But then I do have other Pokemon that can work their way around it. So I'm not trying to set up Timmy in such a way that he can just set up at any point and sweep. I just want him... the aim of the team is to get rid of the threats that surround Timmy and stop him from sweeping and get a sweep off from there. So from here, he's in a tiny bit of trouble. I guess the Metagross might have Bullet Punch, but even that's not going to do enough to actually take me out. Goes out into the Victini now. So 265 speed. I have a feeling that guy's scarfed. But then I don't know what he can really go for. V-Create, U-Turn. I guess it has the U-Turn. The question is, do I just let this... Do I actually just go for it? Because I don't think there's a huge amount this guy can do. Isn't it? Oh, he probably has Focus Blast. That's it. I completely forgot about Focus Blast. So we're going to go out into Dealer. That's a bit of a pain, and he is going to outspeed as well. So we're not gonna risk it for the time being. But he may be just trying to be making a really, really good play. And to be honest, commends to him for doing that, because it looks really fishy from my end going in with that. Ice Punch for Lando. Oh, that does make sense as well, actually. That could be a possibility. Final Gambit. Ooh. Fair enough. I was not expecting that. Luckily, the only issue we have now is with Raikou, but we can work our way around that. Luckily, we outspeed... What speed is Raikou? 100... oh no, it's done Raichu for some reason. Have I spelt Raikou wrong? Oh yeah, I did. Lol. So, Raikou has 115 speed. But then, is he going to lead with it? My bet's probably not. So we're going to go out into Pillows, I think. Because we can get a really good hit off on the Dragonite. I have a feeling the Metagross might come in. But yeah, I didn't realise that Victini got Final Gambit. That's quite crazy. He does go out into Raikou now. We are going to have to go out... Probably into Timmy, because we can take HP Ices. Oh, no. No, he's not the shiny version. So he can't learn Aura Sphere. Because only... Is he the shiny version? I'm not sure. We're going to risk it. We're going to go out into Timmy. Because I'm sure the shiny version is the only one that can get Aura Sphere. It's some stipulation like that. I think. From my experience, they have to be shiny. But I guess we could scout if needs be. Because we could go back out into Pillows and see from there. So he's taking a while. So this could actually be Specs. If he does go for the Volt Switch, that will present a problem. But then I guess we do naturally outspeed Metagross. I don't know about Dragonite off the top of my head. We're just going to have a quick peek at our speed when we Mega up. When we Mega up with 71, so we don't outspeed, unfortunately. So we're going to have to see, is he... He is a man. Oh, that's a good play, I must admit. I like that. But if he goes out into Metagross or even Dragonite, we can just go out into Slowbro, and it'd be good to get a T-Wave off, or maybe just a Scald. So we're going to go out into Bromance. If he starts setting up a Dragon Dance, we can set the T-Wave on him, and that might be the best way to go. Yeah, I think that's probably best. Joe's just recommending me a set for Mega Beedrill, which is Sludge Bomb, Iron Defense, Roost, and Electro Web. When it's got 15 special attack, which is just absolutely dismal, to be honest. Okay, so just having a look at the thing, we've got 18 viewers at the minute, which is pretty decent, so I'm pleased with that. And yeah. So thanks guys for coming out and everything, and I do really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are as well. So at the minute we're learning that we're struggling with the Lati twins. So I'm not too sure how to work around that. He is going to go for the Dragon Dance here. We're going to go and risk it and go for the T-Wave here, because I think that's probably the best bet. I know he could double out into Raikou. He does know what moves I've got, though. So maybe go for the Scald this turn. We can always go out into Attractive if we get this wrong, because he's going to then Volt Switch. And that's probably the best way to go. So we're gonna go for T-Wave. We're gonna go for T-Wave. I think that's probably the best way. Yeah, and Sand has ruined his multi-scale. He does. You're making really good plays. Yeah, YOLO Gaming, you are making some excellent plays, I must admit. So we're gonna go out into Attractive and take this Volt Switch on the chin. I think that's probably the best way to go. Oh, yeah, this is a good battle. And as I said, guys, just any suggestions at all on how you think I should change the team up. As I said, the Lati twins are giving me a little bit of a headache at the minute. And I'm not too sure how to work around that. I would still quite like to keep Dragon Dance on there, but it would be really good to get Pursuit on there, because I know we can take out a lot of Psychic types with that, and maybe make him more bulky. That could be another option. But then we don't really have anything that sets up to sweep. We could always change, maybe change Heracross around into something that sweeps. Something physical. Maybe, no, we already have Fire Weakness with Sizzle. He does go for the Shadow Ball. We are going to have to go... He's making some... here. Question is he Specs? I have a slight feeling that he is Specs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a Volt Switch here. Just to see. Because if he goes for another Shadow Ball, it might... Yeah. But yeah, Raikou is also quite a big threat. It's that horrendous Ice Weakness on Lando. We need something a little bit faster that can handle electric types. So we need something that can handle electric types, and I mean Chansey could be an option, but then I always feel absolutely terrible using Chansey. Oh hey Bowser man, it's good to see you here. Hope you enjoy the stream and everything. So Jirachi could be an option. We could make a specially defensive Jirachi. He's Scarfed, okay. So that means we can actually go out into probably Pillows. Because we could then predict the switch out and go for most likely a Sludge Wave, maybe. I think we're going to go for that. We're going to go out into Pillow, and yeah, it's still called Pillows because we haven't changed the team just yet. But that's good. I wasn't sure if that was Scarfed or Specs. So, Carmine Slowbro could also be an option. Yeah, we could potentially change out maybe T-Wave for Carmine. And that would allow us to sort of wall and also set up. So we'll have to see. Sizzle is another option, but then we do have quite a bit of a fire weakness going on there. So we'll hold the phone for the minute and we'll see. So we're going to go for a Sludge Wave. I'm predicting that Dragonite coming in. I think that it absolutely reeks of Dragonite at the minute. And a Sludge Wave should be able to do a pretty decent chunk to this guy. I think. I think that's probably the way to go. If not, we can always go back out into Tyranitar, because a Shadow Ball... We don't know how much a Shadow Ball does yet, but we can always set up and go for a Dragon Dance. Yeah, Excadrill is another option, but then it does reduce more ground problems, which... And it does mean we get Defog, though, which would be good. I'm still stuck. I'm pretty happy with, like, these 5 should work pretty well. He goes out into the Metagross, that's fair dues. But now we can just smack him with an Earth Power. There's no worries about that, unless this is like Scarf Metagross or something. That's probably the way to go. Yeah, you guys are suggesting Crowbro and things like that. Unfortunately, we are going to be sticking with T-Tar, because this is a T-Tar team building session. And it seems a bit pointless to switch up the Mega. I'd feel bad for Mega Tyranitar as well. And I have already done a Crowbro team build as well that I am meaning to do maybe do some live streaming as well. Scarf Mamoswine is another option as well. It does produce more ground. This is the thing. It's just lots and lots of ground types that could work, but then it's just more water weakness and more things like that. So we'll have to see. while he's deciding to make his move, we can have a look for that final slot. So we need something that can ideally check Latias and Latios. I mean, a Zoom... No, because even then we still got problems going on there. Sylveon could be an option, but there isn't more special... More problems with special, that's the problem. It's so tricky. Because we could go for maybe a Tornado to add even more. Does Raikou outspeed Scarf Magnezone? Would it do that? I guess it might do, actually, thinking about it. Okay, so he goes out into the Dragonite. And considering that the Raikou does outspeed, apparently, we are just going to stick with it. And we're going to go for the Sludge Wave here. Because that's our hardest hitting... Yeah, that's our hardest hitting move. And outside of Ice Beam, I think we should be able to live a hit. I wouldn't say relatively easily, but worst comes to worst, we can always go back out into Slowbro as well. And tank a hit from there. I didn't realise actually how slow Magnezone is then. That's a little bit disappointing. But there's not much that can be done about that. But still, going back to this, I'm still a little bit stuck. Because we could go for, I mean, Gardevoir, Specs Gardevoir. No, even then it's not particularly great. Yeah, maybe a ground, a Scarfed ground type would work quite well. I would quite like to keep Lando for the what's it called? For Mega Venusaur and Co. But another ground type wouldn't be too bad. So yeah, Gengar might be quite a good shout. The only issue is we do get sped by Latias. So maybe the way to go is to change Magnezone for Specs and have a Scarfed Gengar. That could definitely be an option. But then it is another special attacker. So we are ending up just running in circles, which is a bit of a shame. So we're just going to go for another Sludge Wave, as he probably is going to KO us at this point. Which is a shame. Oh, he's getting a little bit greedy. Unfortunately, we don't take him out this turn, so he is probably going to take it out. Yeah, the other option is Scarfed Mamo, which would definitely catch people off guard. And Outrage does take us out, unfortunately. But we can always go out into Bromance, and we should be able to survive a hit, I think, because we're defensive. And go for a Sludge Bomb, not Sludge Bomb, a Psyshock from there. So we're going to go for a Psyshock and see from there. Yeah, we do manage to take the hit, which is good, and we do end up taking him out. So it's lucky that we didn't have problems with the multi-scale and everything like that. So, leaving just the Raikou behind, and I think we should be able to take a hit with T-Tar. Unfortunately, Magnezone will end up going down, so we're going to see, because he could be locked. We're going to have to just, there's no point switching out with Bromance, because we know that pretty much any hit is going to take us out. So we're just going to see, because, yeah, as I said, I'm sure the shiny set is the only one that can learn, yeah, so we can go out into Timmy, and that should be fine. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out Heracross for the minute, and change that for Mamoswine, as you guys requested. So Mamoswine, Choice Scarf, Thick Fat with Earthquake, Icicle Crash. What else do you suggest? Knockoff, Rock Slide. Yeah, that's probably a good bet. Knockoff and Rock Slide. Yeah, so we're going to go for that with 252 in there, 252 in there, with a Timid Nature. No, not Timid, a Jolly Nature. And just the last 4 in there. So we'll finish up this battle. So we're going to go out into Mega Tyranitar, as an EQ should be able to take this guy out. I don't think there's a huge amount this guy can do. So maybe he is locked, and yeah, an EQ does take him out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and also well done, YOLO Gaming. That was a really good battle, and you've identified a lot of weaknesses on this team, which would be good. So we're gonna go for Mamoswine, I think, for the minute. So 252, that should be fine, and we're just gonna go for Piggy, just as an off the cuff random nickname. So we've got DK Cool, who's looking for a battle. So we're going to go for that and see from there. So he's got the Gothitelle, so he has got trapping potential as well, which is going to be a little bit scary. Probably Mega Manentric. So I'm actually really glad we decided to go for Piggy, because Mega Manentric actually does cause quite a bit of problems to this team, especially with the access to overheat and things like that. So in terms of lead, there is a potential for the Rotom to lead. I am quite tempted just to go for... No, because he does have Absorb on there. Not Volt Absorb. Is it Volt Absorb? No, I can't remember it. I know which one it is. So we're going to go for that. Superpower actually could be an option on Piggy as well. But we're going to play it by ear. So in terms of lead, I think probably the best way to go... I don't particularly want to lead with Timmy, because I have a feeling that Rotom is leading, or even the Lando. We're going to go for Piggy, because actually he hasn't got particularly great amount of ice resistances, so that might be the way to go. Other options for potential Scarfers include Haxorus, because of Mold Breaker. That would work pretty well, actually. So we lead with Piggy, as he does lead off with that. I have a really bad feeling that either the Mandibuzz... probably the Mandibuzz is coming in. So I'm actually going to be cheeky, and I'm actually going to Icicle Crash. And I think that should be able to take him out. He does go out into the Rotom, but that's not too bad, because we can go back out into Dealer and get a free Spore off on something. And I would really like to get a go for that. Aviazumworld could be another option. Yellow Game, honestly, don't worry. Just if you want to have another battle, I would be up for that. And yeah, just challenge me. I'm just literally going down the list, so you will then be added to the queue. So honestly, don't worry about it. So we're gonna go for a Spore here. The only thing that can really avoid that, actually looking at that, is the Mandibuzz. So maybe a Sludge Bomb, because nothing really... Yeah, we're going to go for a Sludge Bomb, actually. Try and snag that key poison. Aviazumworld could be another option, actually, because we could then take Magnezone back to being Scarfed. Oh, this is going to take a pretty decent chunk, and unfortunately we don't manage to snag any damage on there. Snag the poison on there. So I can see a Psyshock coming our way. Most definitely. So, I mean, Bromance could be an option, but then we're not going to really take any special hits. So, I might actually be cheeky and go out into Attractive. And I think that's probably the best way to go. So, we're going to go for Attractive. And we can always go for a... Because I don't think Attractive is going to do a huge amount in this game. So, we can go for a Flash Cannon, because actually that's going to hit most things pretty decently. We need to get that Manentric to Mega up as soon as possible, really. So we're going to go for a Flash Cannon, as we're going to see what he does, because to be honest, if he stays in, we're going to end up just switching out, because yeah, because if he goes to Protect, then he knows that we're choice locked, so we're probably better off swapping. Slowbro gets foul play. I didn't realise that. That's quite surprising. He does go out into that. And a crit is going to do a pretty decent chunk, but unfortunately, he does manage to heal that back up. So, from here, this is yet another thing that does cause us a tiny bit of issue. So, how useful is Attractive going to be? Especially when he's got that Ground type and also Manentric. And he also hasn't got any Steel that's getting in our way. He's got double Intimidate as well, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I guess T-Tar can handle pretty much anything this guy's going to throw at us. So we're going to go out into Timmy. I think that might be the best way to go. So we're going to go out into Timmy just to scout what he's going to go for. As he does Mega up this turn, as he goes for the Volt Switch. That's fair enough. I was expecting the Flamethrower, so it's a little bit tricky. But now that he's Mega'd up, he has lost that Electric Immunity. I know he's still got another one with Lando, but we can still work around that. As he goes out into Pillows. Pillows version 2. That's fair enough. So we can just go out into... He's going to get some Volt Turning going off, unfortunately. But we are going to go out into Bromance, because that's probably our best play. I don't know, I'm still not that does a huge amount. That's banded. That is really obviously banded, actually. Considering how much damage that did. So... that's really a crazy amount of damage. So we're gonna go out into Timmy and take a hit, I think. Because we can then get a Stone Edge off on something. As a knockoff really doesn't do a huge amount. So we can Mega Evolve here. We could go for the Crunch, actually. And that probably... I'm going to play it a little bit safe. We're going to go for the Crunch. I think that's probably the best. Yeah, we're going to go for that. I'm still not feeling the team at the minute. There's something that's not right. I don't know if it's whether the quality of the walls or... so he does go out into the Rotom. Oh, that's crazy. We're going to have to assume this is probably his defensive wall. Maybe. We're going to risk it. We're going to stay in because I want this Rotom out the way. As he does go back out into Pillows. So... oh, it's absolutely crazy. So we can go out into... he's going to have to go for EQ here. So we're going to go out into Genius. And risk the Biscuit. As Earthquake, yep. We got him. So, he has got a lot of ground immunities. And he does still have the Mega there. So, maybe the best bet is to go for a... we're going to go for a Sludge Wave, because I think that hits everything neutrally and super effectively on Sylveon as well. He might go out into the Mana... oh, this is going to do so much. Oh, that's a pretty decent chunk. As something's now got to come in and take another one. I can't really see what's going to be able to take that. So, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable going for another Sludge Wave. That's, yeah, I'm pretty happy with Genius. Genius is doing a pretty decent amount of damage. He has got the Protect. But it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. We are going to most likely take him out, unless we get min-maxed. But yeah, let's see what we're at. We're at 15 viewers, not bad. I hope you guys are enjoying it, as I said, and I'm certainly enjoying it, so that's the main thing. But yeah, still got work to do on this team. But yeah, Landorus isn't going to go anywhere because he's very much a wall breaker, because we can go for Focus Blast would take him out from there, I think. What's that? 95, so it's about 50%, about a third more. 46 divided by 3, 15, 60. Focus Blast should take him out. Fingers crossed, guys. Oh, no. And a Foul Play doesn't do enough, unfortunately. So, we can just go for another Sludge Wave here. As he may try and predict and go out into the Sylveon. But no, this Genius is just absolutely destroying. I love it. He can go back out into the Manentric now, but we have got rid of one of his walls. And we can go out into... Piggy's an option, because he's going to go for HP Ice. He's got fun... yeah, maybe Piggy is the way to go. We're going to go for Piggy. I think that's probably the best way to go. Yeah. Oh, hey, Mini Monk. Yeah, thanks for coming along, and I'm glad you enjoyed the stream as well. As long as you guys are enjoying it, that's all that matters. And and hopefully we can get a pretty decent team out of this. And if you guys want to give the team a go, and if you then have any suggestions as well, I'd love for you to then comment on the video later on. You know, even if it's a few days' time. And if we can make this like a top-notch team, that would be absolutely amazing. So we're going to go for the Icicle Crash here, because I have a funny feeling there's a chance Rotom can come in, but we do have switches for that, so that's not too bad. But getting that Mandibuzz out of the way is going to be, yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go. Oh, hi, Apollo Project. I don't think I've answered any of your stuff before, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoy the team building sessions. I really enjoy, you know, making them. And the last couple of ones I've done, I've been like sort of live. But they're not, obviously, I've pre-recorded them, and at least this way I can actually like talk to you guys, get some input, rather than waiting like you know, God knows how long until I end up uploading it and then get your comments later on. So it's really good because you can actually then interact. I can actually battle you guys with the team. And yeah, it's just, I'm really feeling this actually. So let's see, can we do more than 20%? We can. So I think I'm pretty comfortable for going for another one. I hope. Hopefully we won't get destroyed. But yeah. And also, the best way of team building is definitely to test the team extensively. Because you can do as much as you want, sort of theoretically, sitting back. Yeah, and as Richard's saying here, live feedback, audience interaction as well is just absolutely great. And I really like being able to just like talk to you guys. I know we got the 30-second delay, but I am still really enjoying it. He does go out into pillows now, which means he might be scarfed. So, question is he? Looking at his team, Bromance is looking pretty useless. So we're going to sack off Bromance just to do a little scout. He might be going for an explosion or something like that. Because apparently, like, this is what I didn't realise. Is, like, when I did kind of realise, but I didn't know how few people knew that Landorus gets explosion. And it's honestly a really, really good filler move for that last slot. I used to run it choice banded explosion on my, like, first ever session. And it put in quite a lot of work. I think I ran explosion on it. Actually, think about it. I may have run Brick Break and then realised explosion later on. I think that's probably... Yeah, thinking about it, I did run Brick Break and then realised actually it wasn't doing anything. So, yeah. But then that's the trouble when you're starting. You don't have many viewers and you're commenting and things like that. So you end up actually... Your teams are a little bit... They're not as great, if that makes sense. But at least this way, I can learn from you guys, and then you guys can learn from whatever experience I have to offer as well. He does go for the U-turn, so we could have gotten a hit off there, and not much. Yeah, there's not much that would have really appreciated that. So, oh well, not much we can do about that. He does go out into the Manentric, so we're just going to sack off Bromance here, just go for a cheeky Scald, and it does mean we could go out to Mamoswine. I'm really feeling Scarf Mamoswine now. I get what you guys mean now, and thank you for the input as well. Yeah, it seems to be doing really, really good work. I don't have a huge amount for Rotom outside of Amoonguss, which does make me a little sad. But I'm not sure about how to do that. But we'll have to see. Yeah. But, oh, I think Mr. Mime Marks is asking me about Wi-Fi battles. Unfortunately, I don't have a capture card. To be honest... if I was able to get battles and I was able to source Pokemon, I probably would quite like to do Wi-Fi, but obviously the advantage with you know, Showdown and everything like this is I can do these live team builders and things like that. But it would be nice to get some sort of a mixture going of Wi-Fi and Showdown, but there's not much I can really do about that. So we're going to go out into Piggy again, and we're just going to go for an Icicle Crash because I'm pretty confident with our thick fat we can live pretty much anything this guy's got to throw at us. We should, in theory... Yeah, we should, in theory, outspeed. But yeah, it is a shame, and capture cards are like 200 quid or something, at like on top of sending away your 3DS. I do have a 3DS, but... And it's not a guaranteed process as well. Like, they can absolutely wreck your 3DS as well. So I don't really have the capacity or the budget with this channel to actually go out and get a capture card just yet. But luckily, that's what Showdown offers as an alternative. But there's not much I can do about that. Oh, hi, C-Gamer. Sorry, I just noticed your comment, and hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah. As you can see, we are working on the team at the minute. I think we should live a Flamethrower. We do live a Flamethrower, so we can go for another Icicle Crash, and we can get this absolute pain out of the way, because it's going to wreck our team otherwise. It does go out, sacks off pillows, and that should definitely take him out. So... Piggy has got some good specs with him because he's managing to hit every single Icicle Crash, which is really, really good. Ah, he got me with the Gothitelle, unfortunately. So we're going to go for the Icicle Crash here. And we are in a tiny bit of trouble because unless we can get flinches, we do. I called a flinch there. So we're going to go for another Icicle Crash here. I think that's probably the best way to do. Let's play with Flash Fire. Yeah, we obviously... hopefully you guys have seen our obviously, for you guys that don't know, Flashfire is another PokeTuber about my sort of size, and he's a really cool guy. Yeah, definitely check him out. But we did do a collab together, just like a mini Mega Venusaur session that was really good fun. And yeah, so I don't know what we're planning on doing in the future. We'd definitely like to do something, like we do still keep in contact and stuff like that. So I don't know. I can't promise anything to you guys, but I will try and get something done. I just realised Magnezone still is Choice Scarfed, but that's not too bad because we can always Volt Switch, get rid of this Gothitelle, because if Magnezone can outspeed, Attractive should be able to as well. So we're going to go for a Volt Switch. What do I use for recording? Is what Mr. Mania is asking me. I use for this I'm using OBS just because obviously for live streaming capabilities and stuff. But I normally use Camtasia, which you have to pay for it, but it is really good because it's got a screen recorder and also an editor built into it, sort of simultaneously, which works really well. And the thing is, OBS is great because you can literally just set everything up and you just press record and it's ready to go. But unfortunately, you can't sort of do many sort of clever edits and stuff like that. Like especially with my like Battling 101 videos, like my how to team build and stuff like that I've made. It doesn't really have the capacity for that, which is why I do personally prefer Camtasia for that reason. If you do want to check it out, I think they normally give like a month's free. So yeah, check that out if you want to. And I do personally recommend it. Pace spin. Just see, this comments just skipped ahead as I was reading them. My Apollo project. So you're asking about pace spin, so you can copy the team. Yeah, that's no problem. What I'm going to do is at the end of the battle is I'll pop a pace spin, or even just copy and paste the whole team into the description of the stream, so you guys can literally just go into the description, and hopefully a couple of minutes after, it should update, and you can actually then see from there. So we go out into Dealer, as he does go out into Thunderbolt. As we're just going to go for a Sludge Bomb here, because that's probably just the best play, safest play from there. So that does end up taking him out, which is really good. This Sylveon, we should be able to take him out. So I think it's GG from here. But this team's starting to come together, I think. I'm starting to like it more, warm to it and everything like that. It's not much point letting Dealer live, because we know we've got Tyranitar and everything like that. And I think that should be fine. Just to see, yeah, I did end up flinching twice with the Icicle Crash, which is quite crazy. Hyper Beam, oh, that's awesome. So, unfortunately, Sludge Bomb doesn't take him out, but the next one should do, unless he goes for the Protect, which, to be honest, is a fair enough play. Actually, can't, because he's got to recharge. But, yeah, Hyper Beam Sylveon, I'm feeling that. But, I don't know, Wish, Protect, Hyper Beam, I don't know, maybe Hyper Voice is probably the better way to go on that. But, yeah, so that's the second battle done. Oh, that's meant to be Hyper Voice. Ah, that makes more sense. I was a bit like, what? But yeah, okay, so we're going to go on to the next battle, which is against Mike Correct. So we're going to go for that and see from there. Ooh, I'm liking this team. So we've got a Mega Lopunny, which I can see Timmy already quivering at the thought of having to face that. Bronzong as well. I'm guessing dual screens. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. And then maybe defensive, specially defensive maybe. Yeah, good luck Mike and everything. And probably Scarf Staraptor. And that's going to be a little bit scary, so we do need to keep Genius around for that. We do have Attractive as well, so that should be okay. Okay, so C-Gamer, you're saying you've got a Mega Tyranitar team. Have you got any recommendations? Because I would really like some for anything to do that. Am I going to do these regularly? I would really like to. I mean, to do one a week would be absolutely amazing. I can't guarantee it at the minute because obviously exams and everything, but after exams that could definitely be a possibility. So, in terms of lead, I'm quite happy to go for Attractive because I have a feeling that Bronzong's going out. Change Attractive to Choice. So we're going to change that into Choice Specs. So, Ring a Bell does come out, and we're just going to go for, we trapped him, so we can go for HP Fire here. Just see how much that does. That doesn't do a huge amount, but it is it's semi-decent. He does set up the rocks here. Luckily, our team is pretty resistant to rocks, which I do quite like as well. But yeah, so we can take out this guy. Oh, he does have the screens. I was a little bit worried, but there's not much we can do about that. Unless we can crit him here, I think he's going to get out both sets of screens. Which I guess is... Oh, we do get the crit. Oh, I feel really bad about that. Because that's going to make so much difference in the long run. I guess the Lopunny might be coming out now. But we do have not Mega Slowbro. We have Slowbro for that, though. So that should be okay. I think. Yeah, I think that Slowbro should be able to work its way around Mega Lopunny. I can't see anything that it can really go for. So he does go out into Big Fan here. So we're just going to go out into Bromance, because I don't think there's a huge amount we can do here. I think, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any problems with Bromance and everything like that. Yeah, I think that's probably best bet. So he does go for the knockoff, as that does quite a considerable chunk, but we can just slack off here. And I think that's probably the best bet. We're just going to slack off. We can't take 2 more knockoffs, and I have a feeling he's going to outspeed. So I guess we could have gone for Scald. No, we're going to go for slack off here, because he could go out into Vaporeon, and that's not going to do much anyway. He goes out into I Don't Care. I'm actually going to be cheeky and get a T-Wave off on this guy. I think that's... Actually, no. We're going to go out to Dealer, because I can make him fall asleep. We're going to go for that. Yeah, Salty Panda, there should be a chat there in the stream under comments. If you have a look in the comments of the live stream, there should be a chat there. So we can go for a Spore here. Nothing really wants to take a Spore as far as I'm aware. I think we should take it and be able to live a hit. Yeah, he does set up another Calm Mind, as we're going to go for the Spore here. And we can go out into probably Genius. Yeah, Genius. Yeah, new challenges. Oh, new challenges goes to the top. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. I apologize. Okay, so we're going to go from the bottom. I think that's probably the best bet to go for. I see. Yeah, I do apologize, guys. I will go back down to being down at the bottom. So we're going to go down into go back out into Genius. Yeah, I do apologize. So how many more have we got? We've got quite a lot more. Okay, I do apologize. We're going to go back and do that, but we'll try and get as many of you guys done as possible. But I'll be doing plenty of these. Don't worry. If you do end up not being able to battle me, so yeah, I will make sure I can battle as many of you guys as possible. That does nothing, and that's really quite scary. Because of the Sludge Wave. We're going to go for another one, because I think that's going to be our best bet. We just need to whittle this Clefable down, as he does wake up this turn. As he goes to the Moonblast, we can live that, and we can also... Ah, no! Reverse hacks. That's a shame. So, looking at his team, I don't know how much more use Genius will be. So we're just going to go for Sludge Wave. That's a shame. As he's probably going to go for the Moon... Oh, he has the Soft Boiled. We're just going to keep going, because we can get to a point where we can go in probably with T-Tar or even Mamoswine, and EQ should be able to take it out from there. Hopefully. And a Moonblast does take us out. Okay. So we need to go for something that's going to hit really hard. We will outspeed with Timmy. So that and a Stone Edge is probably our best bet. So this is our only way to do that. I guess it could be Choice Banded with the Staraptor. That is a good call. But then, to be honest, you probably need a Scarf on this team because it's relatively slow. We're going to Mega Evolve here and go for the Stone Edge. And fingers crossed we can take this guy out. But yeah, Clefable is such a threat. Absolutely terrifying. I am guessing it's Magic Guard as well, considering it didn't take any... Yeah, I think it's probably Magic Guard. As he switches out into this, this is going to take a massive hit. Please hit, please hit, please hit. Yes, we do hit, and that is one dead Staraptor, I must admit. But yeah, I guess he was predicting the EQ. Yeah, I was considering the EQ, but the problem I had was if either you could switch out, and also if I don't even know if an EQ would have killed if you were defensive. It does go into the Lopunny, as we can actually just go out into Bromance. That should be okay. I'm pretty sure. But I would like to keep Timmy around, just because we can smash through Vaporeon, And we could smash through Clefable, I think. I know we got to take a few Moonblasts, but we've stopped it setting up. And that's the crucial thing. Fingers crossed. Oh. So, yeah, so we're going to go out into Bromance. And Fake Out really doesn't do a huge amount. As we're just going to go for a T-Wave here. Because if he goes out into I Don't Care, we can T-Wave him, and that's pretty good. T-Wave on Vaporeon's fair enough. But it would be good just to get some, you know, just get, he does end up switching out into Catfish. But we do get the power on there, which is fine. So we can go out into Amoonguss, who's not really going to care a huge amount. And that's, I guess actually we could probably go for Magnezone. We're going to go for Magnezone. That's probably the best bet. So we're going to go out into Attractive as he goes to the Wish here. And, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. And if he goes for the Protect, then he's going to know what set we got. He does. I had a really bad feeling he was going to go for that. But to be honest, it wouldn't make much difference anyway. We can just go back out into Bromance without too much worry. So the Mega Lopunny has 405 speed. So Piggy outspeeds everyone. So that's good to know. So we can go, as I said, go back out into Bromance. Oh. And see from there. As EQ doesn't do a huge amount. We're just going to go for a... Could go for a Scald here. I'm just going to go for a Slack Off because I want to keep this guy up to full, especially with that Lopunny running around. As he goes back out into Catfish. We could go back out into Attractive here. But he is probably going to go for the Wish. So maybe Dealer's the best bet. We're going to go into Dealer. Rocky Helmet on Bromance could actually be an option. The only issue I do have with it is with the sand and everything. It's going to start whittling us down. He does snag the burn, which is a real shame because it means that Foul Play isn't going to do a huge amount because it does actually affect us rather than anyone else. So we could go for either Giga Drain or we could go for Spore. We're going to go for a Spore here. So I predict a switch. But then he could just be going for Wish. He does go for the Protect. As we go for the Spore. We can go for a powerful Giga Drain here. I don't think he is going to be switching this turn. And if he goes for that... So yeah, going back to Rocky Helmet on Bromance Joe. The problem I've got is with Sandstorm and everything, it is going to whittle us down quite a bit. Okay, that's really not going to be doing enough. We're going to go for a... Spore here, because we can always switch back out into maybe Magnezone or something like that and just go for a Flash Cannon. That's probably the best bet. As it does go for the Protect. That's fair dues. So, this thing is going to cause a few issues. We could just go out into Attractive now. Yeah, there's some really, really good predictions going along. It would be good to switch Dealer out. Maybe go for Attractive. And we can always double out for Donphan and go back out. Maybe into Slowbro. Maybe Toxic on this would be better than... it does catch us with a Scald. So we're going to go for a... I think he's going to be clever and stay in. So we're going to go for that. Thinking about it though, what was I going to change? Oh yeah, Bromance. We're going to go for Toxic here. Because we would have a lot less issues if we had Toxic on there. And Thunderbolt does 50%, and he does get powered. So we can get a... we could double out. We're going to double out into Dealer, as he does go for the Protect. It does end up cancelling our move, unfortunately. I'm not running Foul Play. I have no idea what I'm going on about, unfortunately. I do apologise. I forgot that we had HP Fire on Amoonguss. I was thinking of our previous suggestion where we did have Foul Play on there. So we managed to get a double pulled off. We're going to go for a... Could go for a Giga Drain here, or we could go for a Spore. I think we're going to go for Giga Drain, because I think we might be able to 2-hit KO the Vaporeon. Giga Drain... no, Giga Drain really doesn't do enough to... That. He does go for the knockoff here. As a Giga Drain, yeah, it really doesn't do a huge amount. But then, looking at this, he is probably AV. So we can go out. We're going to go back out into Bromance because we want to keep Amoonguss up to pretty high. I'm just trying to think of how to beat this Vaporeon. We're probably going to go for the Psyshock this turn because EQ's not going to do much. We can just go, yeah, we're going to go for a Psyshock here because I don't know if that would 2-hit KO, but I think that Vaporeon is especially defensive, and that might make, whether it will 2-hit KO or not, no, it doesn't, unfortunately. This thing's causing issues. So we're going to go for another Psyshock, as if he does end up, oh, he might get powered. He does get powered. Oh, that is a absolutely crucial power. I do apologize, Mike, but I think that's probably the only way that my team can muscle past him. So we're going to go for the Psyshock here. I did think that power would come in handy at some point. So he does end up protecting, but a Psyshock is going to be able to take this guy out. So I think that's one dead catfish. We definitely went for Psyshock. We did definitely go for Psyshock. Yeah, that was really crucial, actually. And a bit of a shame, I must admit. But, yeah, I think Specs on Magnezone would definitely make a difference because we can actually break through things like Vaporeon and stuff like that. So I think that's probably the best bet. And having 2 Scarfers is probably a little bit null and void. So it goes back out into I don't care. We can go for a... He is probably going to go for a recover here. Well, we could go for... Let's go out into Tractive, and we can go for a... what's going to call it? Flash Cannon from there. As he does Soft Boiled, we can go for a Flash Cannon. Nothing really appreciates a Flash Cannon. And that should 2-hit KO. Maybe we go for the Volt Switch. Actually, that might not 2-hit KO, thinking about it. We're going to Volt Switch, because I don't want that Vaporeon causing issues. That's probably the best way. 1 million subscribers and no videos. There's no point doing that. Like, why jump on people's streams to advertise? It makes no sense. And why do people even bother? I don't know. But no, all those things are literally they get people to subscribe, and then just try and actually they actually sell the the actual account, and then people can actually buy them. They say, oh, we've got X number of subscribers on here, and then you can buy them on eBay and stuff. So we're going to go out into, I think Piggy's probably the best bet, because a Stone Edge, an Earthquake should do pretty decent chunk. So we're going to go out into Piggy. That's probably the best way to go. Yeah, there's loads and loads of channels like that, P Ninja. Honestly, he's not original in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I don't know. The problem is, though, it works, and that's the sad thing, is people fall for it. Well, we can go back out into Bromance, because Bromance really doesn't care, and that should be fine. But yeah, if you guys could just ignore the 1 million guys, he's just messing about. All he's doing is contributing to my watch time, so I'm not too worried on that front. So I'm quite tempted to go for a T-Wave here, because I predict the Clefable to come in, and if we can get this T-Waved, we can actually limit it in some way. So we get the T-Wave off, so we can go out probably into Piggy, because we could probably Wall Break from there. Actually, I guess Flash Cannon. We're going to go out into Attractive again, and we're going to go for a Flash Cannon, because I think that would 2-hit KO the Donphan, 2-hit KO the Lopunny, and I don't know if it will KO the... Yeah, it's not going to KO from there, but I don't know what this guy's going to have for us. So we're going to go for a Flash Cannon, and I think the combination of a Flash Cannon and a Stone Edge should be able to take it out. Carl Speaker, the Magnezone doesn't have a gender, because it's a gender... It just doesn't have a gender. Unfortunately, I get the crit, which I feel absolutely terrible for. I just noticed that. I'm really, really sorry, Mike. Oh, I'm getting so much hacks. That's so bad. Oh, okay, so we can go back out into Bromance, and I think that's GG from there. I'm so sorry, Mike. I feel so bad. Oh, that's really, really bad. Oh, but no. And I will make sure to pick from the bottom of the list this time, not from the top. I do apologise, guys. I didn't realise about that. And in terms of the length of the stream, I'm just going to keep going for as long as I can. Because we're 1 hour, 20 minutes in. And, yeah, we got a crazy amount of view time. I've got 19 hours, which is really, yeah, really good. Thank you so much, guys, for your support and everything. I hope you guys are, as I said, enjoying it as much as I have been so far. So, yeah, let's see what else is there. So, Scald, and we do get the burn as well. I feel terrible. Unfortunately, we probably would have lived, well, we may not have lived another one, but then we do have the rest of the team for it. So we're just going to go for a slack off here. That's so bad. Oh. And a knockoff does absolutely nothing. 14% we would have lived the next turn. So actually the burn doesn't make too much difference. Hopefully I'm not the next Hack God. We'll have to see. You guys haven't seen my Mega or Dino session. There's a bit where I get completely powered to death. And to be honest, I can't wait to show you that one. Because it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, unfortunately... Oh, actually, yeah, you probably could have with an EQ, thinking about it. That's really sad. I'm really sorry. So, we're going to go for a Psyshock, because that's the best bet. And there's not much point healing up, I don't think, because he's probably going to go for the Fake Out and then High Jump Kick from there. We have got plenty of Pokemon to deal with it. We have got Scarfed Magnezone, which I don't actually know if it outspeeds. We got Dealer in the meantime anyway, so we can go for a... We're going to go for a Psyshock. If he ends up hitting the wall and crashing, it's going to be so bad. Yeah, so I do apologise, Daniel. I was looking on the wrong side of the list. I just clicked someone. I will make sure to battle as many people as possible. So... We do actually manage to live the return, as he does end up taking us out, but this is where Piggy can come in, and we can go for an EQ, and that should be able to take him out. So we're going to go for the EQ here, and see from there. Because I'm pretty sure we should be able to take him out from there, and we do take him out, and that's the end of the match. So I'm going to make sure I pick from the bottom this time. As I said, I am really sorry, guys. Poodles are cute. I have already battled you. I do apologise. So we've got Morville Magnetons here. So we're going to go and have a battle against this guy. And see from there. Ooh. So obviously the mandatory Magneton for the Morville Magnetons. Talonflame, which, to be honest, Bromance deals with pretty well. It sounds a little bit weird. I know we've got U-turn and stuff like that we have to deal with. Stoutland is going to be able to take advantage of the sandstorms. There is a little bit of issue with that. So, yeah, good. I just wish him good luck, have fun. And let's see. So in terms of lead, I do kind of anticipate this guy coming out. So we're actually going to be a little bit controversial. We're going to lead with Bromance, I think. That's probably the best way. So we're going to go out into Bromance, as he does go out into the Hippowdon as predicted. So we're just going to go for a Scald here. I know we do lack hazard, a way to manage hazards, but we just need to sort of just go for it and see. As he does set up the rocks, and we might be able to snag a burn on this as well. We don't, unfortunately, snag the burn. And I'm actually going to be cheeky, and I'm going to go for the Psyshock, because I have a feeling there's a chance the Tentacle could come out. I guess the Latias could as well, but we do have the Tyranitar for that. Tentacle does come out, and a Psyshock absolutely wrecks. So we can go for another Psyshock here without too much worry. If he's got T-Spikes, it's not going to be too bad. He may end up toxicking us, but there's not much we can do about that. As he goes out into the Magneton, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to live a hit. So we're going to go out into Dealer, and I think that's probably the best way to go. Yeah, we're going to go for that, and see from there. But that's good. So we've done a good chunk to the Hippowdon and a really decent chunk to the Tentacruel. As he doubles out into Lati, as we go out into Dealer, that's a little bit unfortunate, unfortunately. So we're going to have to go into Timmy, unfortunately. And that's probably our best bet. And we can just go for we're going to play it safe. We're just going to go for a crunch, because I think 2 crunches should take out Hippowdon. And nothing else particularly appreciates it. I doubt this Talonflame is coming out. So he is quite Timmy weak. So he does Mega Up as a Draco. 50%. Oh, that's quite a lot of damage. But once we Mega Up, we can Mega Up, we can go for the crunch. As he goes out into the Stoutland. As we do have to watch out because he has got this extra speed here. So we're just going to go out into Bromance because we can handle anything he has to throw at us. The Lati is going to cause a few issues, but we have got Scarf Mamoswine. Play Rough really doesn't do enough, and we're just going to go for a... Scald here. We're going to go for a Scald, because I think that should be able to take a I think that should take a Stoutland out. Worst comes to worst, we can always make a couple of doubles out and things like that to see. So it does go out to the Magnezone as a Scald. Does a really good chunk. Unfortunately, we don't manage to take him out. So what did he do before? He doubled out. It's interesting that he doubled out. I guess he's predicting Genius. So we're going to go for Genius this turn. And see from there. Yeah. Hopefully that won't be my catchphrase. Unfortunately. As we do manage to get the Volt Switch this turn. So we can just go for a... I'm scared of that Latias coming in. So actually, we're gonna predict it because he's got to switch out. So Sludge Wave probably is the best bet. As he goes out into the Tentacle just to sack it off. Fortunately, he does live it, but next turn we can just go for a Psychic, and that should be able to take him out. But yeah, this team is starting to coalesce. I'm starting to get used to it, and I'm pretty happy with where it's going at the minute. Scarf Mamo, I'm really pleased with. I know we haven't managed to do a huge amount at the minute, but a Psychic, yeah, he does end up making the play. There wasn't a huge amount I could do. I guess I probably should have gone for another Sludge Wave thinking about it, but considering he only lost 14%, it was a little bit iffy. So in terms of what's going to have to die, we may have to let this go down, unfortunately, because then we can go out into Piggy and maybe not sweep, but we can definitely work our way around his team. So I think Genius, yeah, he is at a level of health where Magnezone, if that's scarfed, maybe Genius is the one to go, especially when I don't know if I can live a hit from Talonflame, and he may end up over-predicting. So we're just going to go for a Sludge Wave here and stay in. Yeah. So with the Morville Magneton's, we actually... Oh, I live. I've actually joined a sort of little Pokemon tournament where we have different teams. My team is actually called the Pallet Town Poliwraths, and... Okay, so Sludge Wave. Oh, we get the crit. I feel so bad. We're just going to keep going for Sludge Waves here, and it's a sort of battle, against us. I think, don't know how many there are of us, about 8 or 9 or so, where we're doing a sort of a bit of a league play, a bit like the GBA, and we're getting absolutely like crit city here. This is absolutely crazy. I don't even know why it's doing that much, because considering Sludge Wave is only meant to do 38%. I guess actually no, 1.5, that does make sense. My maths is absolutely terrible. Even though I do a maths-based degree, that doesn't make much sense. So he is going to keep recovering as Sludge Wave isn't wearing him down, but Genius is just going for Death Fodder at this point. And as I said, we can go out into Piggy and pretty much 2-hit KO everything. And that should be the best play from here. So yeah, it's a bit like the GBA, but for like a sort of smaller one, where you pick from a roster, you sort of pick like, I think it's about 10 Pokemon, and you can make a team from there. So yeah, we're just going to keep Sludge Waving. I know it's not particularly interesting, but we're just going to keep going. Yeah, so Richard, you're seconding going for a Rocky Helmet on Slowbro. It is an option, but I'm still a little bit worried with Sandstorm, whether I'll be better off going, yeah. Because it means I'm sort of immune to Sandstorm, so to speak. And it does mean that little bit of extra recovery. But then I guess with Regenerator, you know what, we're going to change it. And we're going to give it a go. And we'll see how it goes. So, we're going to go out into Piggy now. And, oh, hi, Teddy. Good to see that you've come along, and I swear you ended up forgetting, but don't worry. There's, I don't know how long this will be going for, but I'm pretty happy at the minute just to keep going. There's no, I've got no, nothing to go to, so we might as well keep going. So I'm going to go for an Ice Crash here, and, we're just gonna see how long I can get this, keep the stream going. But yeah. And we'll just as I said, just keep going. And as I said, not much to do this evening. It sounds a little bit sad, but it's fine. So goes out into the tentacle as we do sack this off. Piggy is definitely going to be it's definitely MVP at the minute against this team. So Piggy, you are definitely staying alive. If he goes out into T-Flame, we have got Bromance to handle that, so that won't be too bad because we can just keep healing up. And yeah, Rocky Helmet should hopefully make a difference. So I'm just shuffling around just to make myself a bit more comfortable. So we're gonna go for that. I think that's probably the best bet on there. In terms of other switch-ins, I'm not exactly sure. I guess Hippowdon I could probably take out. Do we risk it? We're not gonna risk it. We're not gonna risk it just yet, because I haven't got enough faith in Mamoswine. He does double out into Magnezone here. Well, we can just go out into probably our own Magnezone. Yeah, we're going to go into our own Magnezone, because I'm pretty sure we can take pretty much anything from this guy. As he does Volt Switch, gets a crit. Not much we can do about that. I guess he could go into Talonflame this turn, but then, as I said, we can always go back out to Slowbro. We need to kill his Magneton. That's going to be another thing. It says Latias as well that's scaring me. But everything's relatively weak to Icicle Crash. He does go out into the T-Flame now. Well, we can just, as I said, go back out into... Yeah, if we were Scarfed, it wouldn't actually make any difference at all. So, I don't think. 120, no, we're actually quite slow if we were. So, we can go out into Bromance. As he may decide to U-turn, we'll have to see. I'm not exactly sure. He does U-turn, that's fair enough. So yeah, maybe Rocky Helmet is a good call. We'll have to see. He can go back out into the Magneton. I might actually heal up and see if I might be able to take a hit with the Magneton. I'm not sure. Because we do have means to get around Stoutland and Hippowdon. So I'm not hugely scared about that. But yeah, any suggestions and stuff? So Teddy's asking why Greninja's banned from Ubers. Oh, he's just asking me if I'm streaming. I'm just going to say, yeah. So, I personally feel Greninja should be banned from Ubers because... no, sorry, it should be... it's banned. It is. I agree with the ban to Ubers. That's what I'm trying to say. Because there are too many sets, and I think the thing that really tipped it over the edge was the Gunk Shot and access to Low Kick as well. Because actually a lot of the counters and things like that, Greninja was then quite easily muscle past without too much trouble. So he does go into the Latias this turn. I'm actually going to get a Toxic off on this guy, I think. Because I'm pretty confident I can live pretty much any hit, and he may predict the switch and go for the Psyshock here. As he goes for the Recover. Okay, so we can go for a Toxic here. And I think just go for a Slack Off, because I want to see how much this guy can do to us. And yeah, with Protean, it's just a bit too OP in my opinion. If you guys, I don't know if you guys actually saw, but I actually did fairly early on a video where I did a podcast with my brother about why we feel Greninja should be banned to Ubers, and it was about half an hour long or something like that. And he was arguing I was arguing that it should be banned, and oh, I think we just outplayed, which is good. And we ended up recording it, so it's like a good half hour's worth of like solid debating. Like, so we tried to make it as a proper debate. And I realised we recorded with the wrong mic. I was using my computer mic, so it sounded absolutely terrible. Goes back out into the T-Flame now. I'm quite happy to go for a Scald here, just in case he decides to overpredict. He could go for the U-turn here. But but I think we can get him on there. So yeah, we had to then re-record. We had to literally sit down and then re-record it from there. He does go for the U-turn. I was a little bit worried about that. But yeah, maybe Rocky Helmet is a good shout. Especially for Talonflames, because I can whittle it down really easily. As a Scald really doesn't do a huge amount. He is going to start getting toxic damage racking up. So, Bromance definitely is more useful than Dealer. So I think Dealer, you've probably had your day here, because we can go, let you go down, and then we can go out into Mamoswine and pretty much KO everything from there. So we are able to live that. We can go for a, we could go for a cheeky Spore. I'm quite tempted to do that. Considering we're going to sack this guy, I think that's what we're going to go for. So we're going to go for a Spore here and see from there. But also, so the other thing I wanted to know was, what other Megas would you guys like me to do? I was thinking, I've had quite a few requests for Mega Houndoom, and I would quite like to use that guy, so that would be good. So yeah, if you just, you know, comment down below and let me know which ones you want me to do in the future. What I'd really like to do is maybe do a rain team in OU or something like that with Mega Swampert. That would be good fun. I'm not too sure. He does stay in. That's a shame. But he is starting to get toxic damage off on him. So we're going to go for a Spore again. And we're just going to literally have to force him to switch. As he goes down to the Hippopound and we get the Spore off. That's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, let me know, guys, what Megas you would like me to do in the future. Because we've got a long, long life for this channel, and I would love to do much, you know, as many of these as possible, really. As it's good to chat to you guys. Good to get your input. He goes down to the Stoutland. Now, actually, I guess we can just go for a Spore here, because Amoonguss is just one-man armying at the minute, and is literally going to keep staying until he goes down. So we'll have to see how long that will go. He does go for the Crunch. Spore is going to make that go to sleep. Okay, so Richard's saying that he did run Rocky Helmet on Slowbro, but he does understand the using lefties. Mega Camera Up to be good. Mega Abomasnow, I could go for like maybe go for a Trick Room team, especially after when Mega Ampharos one went out, sort of ended up working out really well. It'd be good to do a lower tier one, because I know typically it's more viable in the lower tiers, I find personally. I know my Trick Room team worked out pretty well, but it would be quite good fun to do. So he does go out to the Latias. We're just going to let Dealer go down, because Dealer's looking very tired and he just wants to have a kip. And we got plenty of other Pokemon that can come out. So he is going to go for the Recover. We can just literally keep Sludge Bombing, and Sandstorm is going to stop this turn, so he isn't going to get as worn down as he would be. But he is getting to the point where he can't actually keep recovering from there. So yeah, I was thinking maybe a rain team in the future. Swampert with maybe Tornadus to set up. Maybe go for my Hyper Offense. I don't know if you guys have seen my... I made a team building guide on how to build weather teams, like my sort of recipe for that. So I might follow that recipe and go for that. Mega Visual is also an option. I would quite like to do that. Obviously not the special attacking set with Sludge Bomb and Electro Web. So we can go out to Piggy here, and we can just go for a... yeah, we're just going to go for a... I don't know if a Rock Slide would take him out. That's the thing. And it is kind of our win condition. So the question is, Icicle Shard or Rock Slide? We're going to go for... Icicle Crash is Stab. But then... is the Talonflame going to come in? I don't know. I don't think the Talonflame is going to go... Mega Ampharos on a rain team is also a an option. As I said, I have already done a Mega Ampharos team. I do end up missing. So we're going to go back out into Bromance. There's no point risking Mr. Piggy here. I've just thought of the best name. We're adjusting Piggy. He is now... I'm knighting him to Sir Piggy because of his duties in battle. But yeah, as I said, I've done Mega Ampharos relatively recently, but I think Mega Swampert makes more sense. So we can just go for another Scald here. I know the Latias can come in and all that sort of stuff, but he doesn't, so we can go for a Scald, and that pretty much takes this guy out, and that's going to be the end of his Sleep Fodder as well. So we're going to go for another Scald, So yeah, any other suggestions, guys? Ideally, as I said, ones I haven't done before would be good fun. So we do end up taking him out, and I think as long as Slowbro's alive, we should be relatively comfortable. We just need to take out this Latias, which means we're probably going to have to go out into Magnezone, because I think we can pretty much take any hit from there. So yeah, Mega Beedrill does definitely make sense, as he does go for the recover here. We can go for maybe this... T-Bolt's really not going to do anything. We're going to go for Flash Cannon, just because I think it's going to do a pretty decent chunk. And even if he switches out... Yeah, so that's going to do a really good chunk. And I think it's GG from here, because I'm not going to give him a chance to heal up. And we can always go out into Mamoswine, go for Rock Slide from there. We have got T-Task around for Talonflame, which hopefully should be. Mega Audino, I am actually doing a Mega Audino NU session, which is starting on Monday, so don't forget to check that out. I'm using that as sort of like a special wall. No, it's a physical wall with Calm Mind, and it's pretty disgusting, I must admit. So don't forget to check that out. So he does go out into the Talonflame now. We're just going to go for Flash Cannon. So Mr. Mime's asking if I do some custom tiers. I did do... Oh, sorry guys. I did do FU a while ago. And I haven't done any of the other sort of tiers, but it would be quite interesting to do. Maybe as a sort of chilled live stream or something like that. But I think those sorts of things I will probably end up doing after exams. I've got a fairly sort of open book in terms of evenings and stuff like that. So I envisage that after exams and everything, I'll probably do quite a bit of live streaming and stuff like that, which hopefully you guys will like, because you seem to be enjoying this one at the minute. So we're going to go out into Bromance, and so where's the video? Teddy, the video is actually at the start. I think you should be able to scroll back. I actually ended up making this team live, so you can have a look, and it's about sort of, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so. Of us actually building that team. So Scald is going to take him out. So GG there with the Morville Magnetons. So we're going to move on to another battle now. From the bottom of the list this time. So we've got Cancel Challenge, Mini Monk. So we're going to have a battle against Mini Monk here. And see from there. So, ooh, Doublade. Megazard, maybe Megazard Y. It's difficult to tell at this current moment. Looking at the team, I don't envisage that to be a Sun team, especially with Tornadus and everything like that. So maybe that's Megazard X, which Genius handles pretty well, as long as it doesn't set up. Timmy, I guess, can kind of handle it. So in terms of lead, I'm kind of imagining the Tornadus leading, or the yeah, no, sorry, that's Thunderous, or the Landorus. I'm just going to wish him good luck, have fun. That's one thing this team does lack, is a dedicated lead. Mega Sceptile as well could be an option. Yeah, I've done FU. I did it, yeah, FU session. I don't know what I really thought of FU. It was a bit too bulky, sort of lots of setup, and a bit too much bulk in my opinion. So I think we're going to lead actually with... We're going to lead with Sir Piggy, because I have a feeling this guy's going to come out. Big Mama comes out. Okay, so we can just go out into Bromance. I think that's probably the best bet. I know knockoff might be coming our way, but we can. We're gonna get Rocky Helmet on him and everything like that, so that would be good. In terms of my favourite tier, I quite like all of them, to be honest. They've all got their good quirks. I do really enjoy NU and PU because you can sort of run some really weird stuff. OU's good fun because it's always a lot of sort of a big challenge to try and make a really good team, and I do really like that sort of challenge. Whereas NU and PU, you can make sort of really interesting teams and get away with it. Ends up setting up the Stealth Rocks. He's probably sashed Endeavour looking at that. So, we're just gonna go for a Scald, just to see. As he does dart into Thunderous, We might be able to get a burn off. We don't get a burn off, unfortunately. He is going to outspeed Genius here. So we're going to go out into probably Dealer, because I don't think there's a huge amount. Yeah, Focus Sash Endeavor was probably most likely. Yeah, so we'll just see. So we got 13 people watching a minute, which is really good. Honestly, even if there's just one of you here, I would be happy just to keep going. UU as well. I really do like UU. I think there's a really good balance of stuff in UU. RU that it has, I think UU used to be very much sort of very stally with like Regenerator cores and stuff like that, whereas I feel that's actually moved down to RU and stuff like that. And RU can get quite stally, especially with like, I still don't get why Cress is in RU. So he doesn't have anything that can take a sleep, so we're gonna go for Spore here and see from there. But yeah, I do enjoy UU, and I think it's a really good tier. So you get the Spore off here, and I'm quite happy to go out probably into Sir Piggy, and we can get a Icicle Crash off, because actually not much really appreciates it. I could go for Giga Drain here, actually. Just to get some prior damage off. We're going to get some damage off on Lando, because then I can actually see whether this is Scarfed or if it's banded. He does go out into the Zard. That's a little bit scary, but I predict this to be what Megazard X. So we can go out into, goodness knows what. We need a free switch for Timmy to come in. That's the thing. Looking at his team, I don't see Magnezone being of too much use. So that's probably the one that's going to have to go, unfortunately. Yeah, considering he's got Landorus and also Big Mama there. And we can also see what he is. So he is X. We do take a Dragon Claw, but we aren't going to be able to take a EQ from there. I guess we can actually go for... No, he's going to go for a Fire move, actually, thinking about it. So we're going to go and just go for a T-Bolt and let ourselves go down, unfortunately. As EQ is going to be able to take us out. I could have gone out into the Lando, but I didn't want to get smacked with a Earthquake or anything like that. So from there, we could go out into either Genius or we could go out into Timmy. Genius, I'm feeling a little bit more because we have 331 speed. So we're just... This is why I really like Landorus on this team, because we control Megazard X. So I am going to go for the Earth Power. I know we could go out into the Thunderous, but we can always go out into our T-Tar from there and see how that goes. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. Hopefully he may stay in, we don't know. In terms of name for Amoonguss, no, I already have a name for the Amoonguss, unfortunately, which is one from my last session, which is Dealer. And I am quite happy with that in a minute. He does go into this. Ah, that's going to sting. Oh, that was crazy. I guess he may have been predicting the Sludge Wave, predicting him to go out into Thunderous. So he goes out into Big Mama now. I see an Earthquake. I don't know, maybe not an Earthquake. Ice Shard or something like that going my way. I can go out to Bromance. Bromance doesn't care. But no, Genius hits so hard. It's just unbelievable. So we're going out into that as he doubles out into the Thunderous. Now that's an excellent play. But, how useful... I do really want this guy around. So I'm actually going to go out into Timmy, because I think he's going to go for HP Ice here. Most likely, I would say. We'll have to see. But yeah, we're currently at... What's that? We're nearly breaking 2 hours on this live stream. I don't know how long we're going to keep going for. We'll just literally keep going for as long as we can. So I go out into Timmy as he goes... he goes to the Focus Blast and he misses. That's really unfortunate. Well, we're going to go out into Dealer here. Oh, I feel so bad because that would have absolutely destroyed my T-Tar. Oh. So, he goes for the Focus Blast. It does connect, but that's really not going to do much to Dealer. And we can just go for a Sludge Bomb here, to be honest. I think that's probably our best bet. We just want this Genius out of the way. Luckily, his Life Orb and also the Sandstorm is going to be whittling him down. So, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Goes out into the Megazord. We could snag the poison, and we do snag the poison, which is absolutely beautiful. Which means we can go out into probably Slowbro, and that Rocky Helmet should be pretty good. And see from there. He does. Oh, he's got the roost. He's packing the roost. Fair dues. We're just gonna go for a Scald here. I think it's probably the best bet. So Billy's asking, how do I create a good team on Alpha Sapphire? I don't know if you mean actually like, I should have gone for the Psyshock. That's a shame. I don't know how much this Keldio's got for me, so I'm actually going to stay in, and I'm going to go for Psyshock and risk it. But anyway, in terms of team building on Alpha Sapphire, I would look online for guides, because there's plenty of guides on how to like find good spots for EV training and stuff like that. I have a few 101 videos on how to team build and synergy and things like that, so you might find those useful as well. I don't know if you have been able to check those out or not. We're going to go, he's got HP Grass, so we're going to go out into Dealer because we can handle that, but getting Psyshock off on that is going to definitely make a difference. He does go out into the Zard, he makes excellent plays. As we go out into Dealer, so we're going to go out into... Bromance is looking a little low, but there's not a huge amount we can do. Oh, hi Richard, good to see that you're back. Hopefully, you haven't missed a huge amount. I've managed to win every one, I think. Yeah. So, I'm really pleased with the team so far. Dragonclaw is going to do quite a bit. A little bit unsure of where to go on from here, because I do really want Bromance around for Big Mama and also Lando. So, maybe the way to go is Timmy, because I think we can take a Dragonclaw and then take an EQ from there. The other option is, as I said, maybe Lando. He's still got Ice Shard on there. Outspeeds. Yeah, probably Landorus, because I know we can take a hit. And see, yeah, lots and lots of breeding as well. So, Teddy, you're asking whether I'm going to do another live stream or if this is the last one. This is definitely not going to be the last live stream. I'm going to try and do literally just as many as possible, really. Obviously within reason. I can't expect you guys to come out every night. That would be a bit ridiculous. But I've got exams up until the 28th of May. Between I think it's the 16th to the 28th. So I don't know how much live streaming will be going on there. You will get your obviously 4 days a week going on from there. But definitely after that, I've got loads of time in the summer. I've got pretty much every single evening free over the whole summer. So expect quite a bit more live streaming, because you guys seem to really love it. So and I have no problem doing it at all. So we can go for Sludge Bomb here, because I think that Thunderous might be coming out. The Lando. That's fair dues. So Sludge Wave doesn't really do enough. But we can go for a Psychic here, and that's going to do a pretty decent chunk. So yeah, I definitely like to do more live streaming, either team building or just even if it's just casual. Hopefully, if you guys want to, if you let me know right now in the comments whether you would like me to do a Q&A live stream, because you guys probably don't know like a huge amount about me, like me as a person, if that makes sense, and you'd probably quite enjoy it. Unfortunately, we are stuck here, so we're going to have to go for another Psychic here, because we're not within a range where we can get back out of here. So, we can go back out into Bromance if we wanted to, and a Scald and a Poison should be able to take that out. Nothing can really switch in on a Scald. So we're going to go out into Bromance here, and we're going to go for a Scald. So yeah, plenty of live streaming in the future, fingers crossed. And, oh, you couldn't see the fingers crossed. So, we're going to go for a Scald here. I don't think this guy's got enough attack to actually be able to KO me here. Competitive Furfrou, do not underestimate competitive Furfrou, because I have fought the most annoying set, which was Rest, Sleep Talk, Cotton Guard, Specially Defensive, and it was just disgusting to face. Like, ugh. I couldn't break through it, and I think I did in the end. It's in an upload somewhere, probably in NU. I think that's where it's based. But yeah, try it. So it's Cotton Guard, Toxic, Rest, and Sleep Talk. It's absolutely disgusting. To be honest, you probably don't even need Sleep Talk. You probably change that for like return or something like that. So he goes back out into the Zard. Looking at this, he's mainly got special attackers. We can work around Lando, so I think this is the end for Bromance, as he does stay in. So a Scald does do a pretty decent chunk. Scald and Poison is going to be able to stop him from healing up, so that should be fine. And also the Fear of Crits as well. So Dragon Claw does end up... Oh, the Rocky Helmet and Poison. Thank you for... I think it was Richard and... Oh, I can't remember who else recommended for Rocky Helmet. I think Rocky Helmet will probably be here to stay for the minute. So yeah, thank you for the recommendation. It seems to be working well, and it's good just to get that little bit of sort of those chips of damage off. So from here, we can go out into... well, Dealer pretty much deals with the rest of this guy's team. So we're going to go out to Dealer, and that should be fine. Oh, hi, hey Dibin. Good to see that you managed to make it out to the stream. And hopefully enjoy yourself as well. So we can go for a... I'm just going to go for a Giga Drain here. I know you might have Icy Wind, but that should be fine. So Teddy's asking, is my real name macadii? No, it's not. I actually made up the name from... I didn't even know. I was like thinking of really weird names that no one would ever think of. And I do geophysics as a degree choice, and there's a you guys might know about the earthquake scale Macallie. It might have stemmed from that, I'm not sure, but somehow in my mind things sort of coalesced and macadii was born. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, we can make this a bit of a Q&A as well, so feel free to ask me a couple of questions now if you want to, and I'm happy to answer them. He does wake up this turn, does get the knockoff off, and we do end up taking him out. But yeah, I wanted a unique name which no one else would have, and it should be fine. Hopefully there won't be any other macadiis. So he does go out into Genius this point. We know Sir Piggy can handle Keldeo. Timmy obviously can't. But actually maybe I'm better off saving Dealer just because we know it definitely can. So what's Genius got? I know something's got Focus Blast. Genius does have Focus Blast. So maybe this is the end for Timmy. So we're going to go out into Timmy and let him take us out, unfortunately. HP isn't going to do enough. And the combination of Sandstorm as well and Life Orb is going to take him out as well, which is absolutely excellent. So we're going to Mega Evolve here, and we're going to go for a... No, if we won't outspeed afterwards, so we can go for a Crunch here. That's probably best bet, because we can take out the Keldeo and see from there. See, he misses the Focus Blast. Oh no. To be honest, it wouldn't have made much difference because we still have Dealer, and Dealer is at pretty much full health, and we could have taken both of those out. And we have Scarf Mamo to finish. So I don't think... Actually, I guess I could have sacked off the Mamo as well. Oh. I'm getting so much hacks this battle. Oh, no, this whole stream, it's quite incredible, really. But yeah. So yeah, if you guys have got any other questions, feel free just to pop them on the comments. I've got them down on the right, and well, obviously because I'm keeping an eye on them, and I'm happy to answer any other questions you guys have. So we're going to go for an EQ here because that's obviously the best way to go, as he does Secret Sword and take us out, but the Sandstorm is going to be able to take him out as well, so it's GG from here, actually. So we go out to Dealer. If he goes for another Secret Sword, we know he's Scarfed, and actually that might have made a difference, but it's difficult to tell. So we're going to go for a Giga Drain. Yeah, he may be Scarfed, actually, or he's Specs. Maybe Scarfed, it's difficult to tell. Okay, so how many more battles have we got to go for? I know have I already... No, I haven't fought this guy. We've still got a few more. Oh, it's good to see Salty Panda. Unfortunately, my subscribers from Germany, which aren't actually allowed to watch it because of YouTube's restrictions, which is really, really sad. Because a couple of my subs that comment the most are on there, which is really sad. There's Salty Panda and Mirok as well, so that's quite sad. But there's I think there's like a Chrome extension or something like that that you can use. I'm not 100% sure. So oh, thank you for the sub, Teddy. I do really appreciate any subs you got. You know, obviously, if you're not a sub, subscribing really, really helps. You get to see all my vids. You can see when I'm live streaming. I try and make the live events like 2 days beforehand. They come up on my channel. Should come up on your news feed as well. So, yeah. thank you for, as I said, thank you again for subscribing. And thank you everyone as well for subscribing, obviously. So, this Raikou is back, which is a little bit scary. Bisharp as well, we do have a few things for it, so that should be okay. Sir Piggy is definitely going to be putting in the finest of work. That's probably Mega Charizard. This is the thing. Maybe X, we'll have to see. So in terms of lead, I anticipate that leading. So we're gonna go for Bromance to start with. That's probably the best bet. As he goes out into the Charizard, we're just gonna go for. I'm gonna go for Toxic here. I don't think this is why. I'm making a very, very bold play here by staying in, but I don't think this is why. He's got the Chestnut as well, which I really want to get Toxic off on it if possible. So fingers crossed. But because I did a UU team based around, I can't remember if I based it around anything, but it had like Darmanitan and Chestnut and things like that. And I had a Chestnut set which was Sub, Leech Seed, Spiky Shield. Or we get, yes, we get the Toxic. We get the Toxic. That's absolutely crucial. So we can go out into Dealer here. Yeah, it was Drain Punch, Sub, Spiky Shield, and Leech Seed, and it absolutely wrecked. Like defensive Chestnut, its defenses are absolutely crazy. Like I was in on a Crobat. I think it was just a Black Sludge Crobat, but I managed to actually live a hit from a Chestnut. I managed to live a Brave Bird using my Chestnut, which was absolutely crazy. So we're just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. Because he's starting to rack up the hazards, which is... Oh, no, I forgot about... Ah, that's an excellent play. I completely forgot. I'm going to have to go for HP Fire. I completely forgot. So, P-Ninja, is Jolteon good for support? It's not great for support, I would say. I prefer either as a Life Orb set or a Choice Spec set, personally. But he does end up going out into the Starmie, which is a good play. We're going to go out into... We don't really have a huge amount for this guy. We're going to go for Giga Drain, because I think I can live a Psychic. He goes for Reflect type. Ooh. Fair dues. That's fair enough. So, he's now Grass type, which presents a bit of a problem for us, because we don't really have much for him. I guess we could go out into Timmy, because he's lost his Stab, and I think we could probably take a hit. And if we could Dragon Dance up, it's a bit iffy with the Chestnut. But I think we could start getting a sweep going. We might not even have to Dragon Dance up. We'll have to see. He does go for Scald. He doesn't snag the burn, though. So, we're going to go for a Mega Evo, and we're going to go for... I think we're just going to go for a Crunch here. As he does go out into the Chestnut. I don't know if this is going to be... This is not going to be a 2-KO. But we can go back out into... possibly Dealer. And we're going to go out into Dealer, and we're going to go for a Giga Drain. So, Dobin, if you find my name in the lobby, you should be able to click on my name, and then click, there should be an icon saying like OU, and then the battle number that I'm in. You should be able to join from there. So we're going to go for a Giga Drain here, because I think Starmie is probably going to come back out. I have a feeling, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll just have a look and see how long we've been going for. So we've just broken the 2-hour mark. So we've just broken my record for the longest stream on our second stream, which is absolutely fantastic. You guys seem to be enjoying it, so looking at the statistics for it. So yeah, so you can join the battle by doing that. So I'm just gonna keep going for another Giga Drain, as he does end up sacking it. And that's one physical wall out the way, which Mega Tyranitar does really struggle with, so that should be fine. So, yeah, so in-game C-Gamer, my name is macadii. You can see it just there. So he does get onto the Charizard here. We're going to go out into Bromance, because I think that's probably the best bet. Us lacking a defogger, though, does present a few issues. Ah, he's Y. He's Y. Ah, I mispredicted there. Unfortunately, I think Bromance is going down here. And that's a real shame. But we can go out into Sir Piggy. And, we got a choice. We can't go into Magnezone. I don't think we can live a Solar Beam after losing 25%. Genius does outspeed. And that could be an option, actually. Because we could go for probably a Sludge Wave, and that should... I don't know if that would take him out, though, but I think we... Oh... Yeah, Megazord Y is absolutely crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen, I did a sort of a live team builder before I actually started doing live sessions, where it's about 45 minutes, so if you want to have another look, and you haven't seen it, I'd recommend checking it out. But... I think we're going to have to go out into Sir Piggy. We're going to go out into Sir Piggy, and that's probably our best bet. And actually, desperate times call for desperate measures. We're not going to go for Rock Slide. We're going to go for Icicle Crash, predicting the Hippowdon. So we're going to go for Icicle Crash. It's either going to go really well or really horrifically. It's looking like... Oh, no, no. Oh. Okay, right. We're going to have to go out into probably Genius, because... Yeah, we're going to go out into Genius, because he's probably going to Stealth Rocks here. Oh. But yeah, that's absolutely dreadful. Oh. But no, Megazord Y does present a problem with this team. As he doubles out into the Starmie. From here, I don't know exactly what he's going to be running. That's the problem. He's probably going to go for the Scald here. So, I think we're going to go for Dealer and hope he doesn't have a Psychic move. Because sometimes Starmies nowadays seem to be more sort of bulky, setup. Not necessarily setup, but like support. Does snag the burn though. Well, we're going to go for a Spore here. That's probably our best bet. But I to be honest, guys, I don't think I'm going to be winning this battle. Ah, I forgot about the Reflect type. Okay. Right. We really don't have much for this guy. Because he's probably going to go for another Scald here. We're just going to have to go for... We're going to have to get some damage off. We're going to go for a Sludge Bomb, I think. Because we can live whatever he throws at us. Okay. We don't snag the poison, unfortunately. Scald is going to just rip through us, though. But I think I can take a hit with Attractive. But even then, like, he's the wrong typing. Dobin's off for breakfast, and it's nearly time for me to go to bed. That's just crazy. Reflect type Starmie. I really like it. One thing I did want to try was Reflect type Mega Latias. Because you can make it bulky, you can... Like, things like Skizzles and stuff that think they can U-turn on you, they really can't. Nothing really appreciates a Scald on my team. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to let Dealer go down. To be honest, with the Charizard around, I don't know how much we can actually do. So we're going to go for a Sludge Bomb. I'm going to have to make a few risky plays. Because we should be able to live another... Yeah, we can live another one. And we'll just go for a Sludge Bomb here. Actually, why am I not going for Hidden Power? No, is Hidden Power more? Hidden Power is more. So we'll see how much Hidden Power does. Hidden Power was actually probably the better play. I don't know why I wasn't going for that. We're going to go for Hidden Power. See how much it does. As a Scald isn't going to take us out. And a Hidden Power, yeah, it's only 40%. So actually it wouldn't have made as much difference. I guess without the stab and everything like that, it probably... No, it was actually less. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. So... I think we're going to have to go for Sir Piggy. don't know, because with that Bishop around as well. We can go out into this, and we can go for a Icicle Crash. I think that's our only real bet. So we're going to go for Icicle Crash here and see from there. Fingers crossed. We can actually get some stuff done from there. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream and everything, if you could hit the like button if you are, as I said, if you are enjoying the stream, I would really appreciate it. And I'll obviously just keep these coming because you seem to be enjoying them and everything. And Bishop absolutely wrecks my team. That was the only issue with doing that, but that was the only real option because I didn't want that Megazord coming out. Let's see if I could get a Dragon Dance off. I guess on the Raikou, that's my only real way to win. That's what it's gonna have to be. So we're gonna have to go out into maybe Magnezone. We don't outspeed, unfortunately. But outside of that, I don't think Magnezone's particularly useful. So we're going to have to let him go. Because he doesn't outspeed Mega Charizard. Does go for the SD, which is a little bit scary. But we're going to go for... Is Hem Power far more? 90... No. So we're going to go for T-Bolt. Yes, Black Line. The team's changed around a little bit. We've got a Scarfed Mamoswine here. And I think the other changes... are specs on Magnezone. At the minute, Magnezone seems to be the weakest player, but yeah, he does get us with the Sucker Punch, unfortunately, and I think it's probably GG from there. But we can go out into Mega Charizard, not Mega Charizard, Mega Timmy, and as a last-ditch effort, we're going to have to go for Dragon Dance. And fingers crossed, because if we can get this Dragon Dance... outside of Hippowdon, we might be able to sweep. I'm not sure, though. Depends whether we can take a Sucker Punch after that. And I have a feeling we might not be able to. He does go into the Hippowdon now. Well, his only option is to... the spikes, though. We are going to have to just go for an EQ here. I think that's... Oh, no, go for a Crunch, I mean. We're going to go for a Crunch, because that's our only real option. Because, unfortunately... we aren't in a position where we could switch out. So, from here, we can go out into Genius, and that seems to be our only option, because we can start, we can go for probably an Earth Power just to take this guy out. And that's Hippowdon out the way. But I think it's probably GG from here, because I can't break through that Bishop, because Sucker Punch is going to absolutely wreck. If the Raikou comes in, I'm not exactly sure what to do. I guess we could go out to Mamoswine and I could go for a Stone Edge predicting the Charizard. And I think that's our only real play. We're going to have to go out into Sapiggy, unfortunately. And risk the Biscuit here. As he does go for HP Ice. And we are Scarfed, so we should outspeed. So we can go for a... We're going to have to go for a Rock Slide here. Yeah, that's our only real bet, because we have to take out that... Otherwise, that Charizard comes in for free. The Raikou's probably switching out at this point. And that is our only real option, I think. As far as I'm aware. Fingers crossed. Oh. I think, yeah, that probably is the only way to go. Yeah. It's always these last few turns are always the most crucial ones. But I think he's going to go out into Mega Charizard, predicting me to go for EQ. Ah, he goes for the Bishop. Ah. Oh, Sir Piggy, you're going to have to go down now, unfortunately. And I think that's GG from there, because Sucker Punch is going to take you out. We can go out into Genius, and unfortunately, Genius, I think that's the way to go. So we're going to have to go for Earth Power here. Yeah, that was a really fun game, but unfortunately our first loss with this team. He gets the crit as well. Oh, that's a crazy amount of damage. As he goes down to Charizard, well, we can go for a Sludge Wave here, because that's our most powerful move to go for. Doesn't even KO, so it didn't make any difference. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and we will move on to the next one. So I'm just trying to see people that we haven't battled yet. We haven't battled Mr. Mimania, so it's probably Mr. Mimania from there. We're probably going to go for Mr. Mimania because I haven't battled him yet. Oh, hey Richard, good to see that you're back. I'm not sure when, I'm trying to remember exactly what's changed when you left. So far I've won 3, lost 1, I think, something like that. Yeah, just as I said, just lost 1. I've changed Magnet Pool to Choice Specs on Attractive, and he's looking to have a Sticky Web team here. A little bit scary. But luckily, I guess Sir Piggy is going to have trouble with that. So I'm going to wish him good luck, have fun. And go out in... I'm guessing the Galvantula is going to be leading. So we're going to go out into... probably Genius. Yeah, because they don't normally run HP Ice. Does leave the Galvantula. Unfortunately, he is going to be able to outspeed and get the Sticky Web off, but that was going to end up happening anyway, because he's probably sashed, to be honest. Which is a shame, but there's not a huge amount that we can do about that. But yeah, that is a shame. So if you guys have got any questions that you'd like to know more about me, anything like that, feel free to pop them in the comments, and we'll just do a quick informal Q&A if you want. And just see from there. Yeah, the stream is only I think it's about 30 seconds behind, so it's about a turn, something like that. So as long as you're not stream sniping, I really don't mind. He is sashed. As he does go for the Giga Drain. Okay, so we can take him out from there. He is pretty much all... yeah, he's all grounded. So we're going to go for the E Earth Power here. I'm not sure why Sticky Web... he didn't go for Sticky Web, but I'm not complaining, to be honest. Yeah, the team does need some hazards. I'm not sure exactly what to choose to set them up. He goes out into the Frost Glass here. Well, we can go out into... probably Attractive, actually. Yeah, let's go into Attractive, because we can get a, Mr. Mime forgot to put up the web. Oh, no. But yeah, we're going to go out into Magnezone, because we can get a hit off from there. Probably the Donphan's coming in, so we can go for a, Flash Cannon on this guy. And he does go for the Ice Beam, that's fair dues. We're going to go for Flash Cannon here. HP Fire could also be an option in case that Magnezone came in, but I'm personally predicting Donphan. Yeah, Mega Beedrill and things like that, you really don't want the Sticky Web up, because otherwise you just get absolutely destroyed. I don't know whether Sticky Web's overpowered. It's difficult to say. Oh, he gets really confused, right? That's fair enough. I do really like Frost Glass, because you can sort of trick people and do all sorts of fun stuff. So he does go into the... oh, that's crazy. And I outspeed as well, so I can go for another Flash Cannon, and that's pretty safe from there. So my real name, well, I'm not going to tell you my second name, because my second name is very, it's not rare, but my first name is Will, if you guys wanted to know that. Obviously not macadii. That's a completely different thing. So he goes out into the Gallade. We can just go out into probably just Bromance. I know he's probably got the knockoff, but we should be okay from there. So we go out into that. As he does Mega up, he is Mega Gallade, and that does absolutely diddly. So we get the Rocky Helmet hit as well, which is really nice. So we can just go for a Scald here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Scald here. So how do I get my start in Pokemon? I started all the way back in, I remember I got Gold for Christmas. I know I didn't start all the way from the start, which is probably absolutely horrific for some of you hearing. I started off in Gold. I got that and a Game Boy Advance for like my 7th birthday, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. And played from there. I played all of the games absolutely religiously. Played them multiple times. I had my brother as well. You've probably seen him in a few of my videos. He's played as well for a very, very long time. And yeah, we both really, really enjoy it. I'm just going to go out to Magnezone, I think. Because we can trap him. He does go for the SD. We can go for hidden power here. And we can always go out into T-Tar. T-Tar can always do that. So, and then I kept playing all the way up till, I think it was Diamond. Was the point where I started getting into competitive. I wasn't actually playing online. It was against my brother. We would actually like sort of... We would EV train, do all the EV training together and have battles. But then my combat abilities then were absolutely shoddy. I thought everything was down to speed and attack. So it was, and because my brother thought the same, we ended up literally, it was just who could have the fastest Pokemon. So he had like Scarfed Alakazam, which in all honesty is absolutely dreadful, but completely wrecked my team because my team was just really, really quick. Had no bulk at all, and we just had no idea that bulk was any good at, up to that point. So yeah, it was quite funny. We might be in a little bit of trouble with this guy. Let's see. My opinions on Rotom. I think it's a bit sad that Rotom... Like, everyone thinks, oh, yeah, everyone just uses Rotom Wash and everything like that. I don't like the original form of Rotom. I think it's a bit bad. And, like, considering it's down in NU and you've got all of the specialist forms as well that do all go down to... some of them go down to NU as well. I don't think it's that great competitively. Having that ghost typing, though, is really quite good, though, for offensively. So, I guess, but then that... The lack of bulk and everything like that just doesn't really cut the mustard. So, I think we're going to have to go out into Timmy. And we're going to have to rely on surviving a hit. And we're going to have to go for an EQ. Otherwise, I think this Bishop might sweep me. Which is quite scary, actually. We're going to Mega Evolve. Go for an EQ. Oh, and I don't know if you guys have heard as well. They are apparently announcing... he does get us. He's outspeeding. I'm not sure what to do from here. I think it may end up being GG from here because I don't think there's much to do. Yeah, speed and attack, as you said, Seago, does matter sometimes. So not when your whole team is based around speed and attack. I think this Bishop is going to sweep me, though. I really think I should change Attractive out for something. If you guys give me suggestions, it would be good to have something a little bit different. But yeah, there does seem to be... I wouldn't mind some more Rotom forms. If they invented some of those, that would be quite cool. Well, let's see. So, Sub Piggy isn't going to be able to live a hit. The only option is maybe Genius, but even then, we are going to have to live a hit with Amoonguss. I think that's the only way that we're going to be able to do that. Oh, good to see you back, Dobin. We're going to have to go for Spore here, and just hope we can live a hit. And I think my hopes are unfounded. Yep, they are unfounded. I think it's GG from here. We're going to have to go out into Genius, and yeah, it looks to be a Bishop sweep, unfortunately. Oh, I could go for Black Sludge, actually. That's a really good point. I don't know why I haven't got that. We're going to put Black Sludge on there. See, it's these sort of little things that I miss, and then I get them days later in the comments when I actually upload it, and I'm like, oh, I've just recorded half the session with the wrong item. Like, I did my most recent OU team, UU team, I forgot to put a nature on Haxorus, which is really, really sad. We're going to have to go for Earth Power. Yeah, it is a sweep, unfortunately. Yeah, because Bromance isn't going to be able to take that. We're going to have to go into Bromance, because that's the thing, yeah. Keldeo could be an option, actually. I'm really feeling Keldeo, because it actually handles Bishop. That's a really, really good call, actually, Black Lion. Scarf Latios could also be an option. We have got a Scarf Sapiggy. I'm not too sure. I'm tempted by the Keldeo, because we could go for a Subcon mindset. So yeah, I've already answered the question with Tears, but if you guys have missed it, because I know obviously people come and go with the stream, I personally prefer NU and PU, just because you got the sort of most variability in terms of like sets. You can have really, really weird sets. Yeah, it is a sweeper, unfortunately. Bit embarrassing, but not much I can do. Yeah, so I really like NU and PU because you can make some really wacky sets and you can get away with it. So I'm going to have to go for EQ here and rely on EQ killing. If we survive a hit, which we won't, yeah, that's GG from there. So we're just going to have a look at the team builder. But yeah, I do like being able to do wacky sets and things like that. And so I'm going to go for Keldeo. But I do like OU because you have some really, really fun things going on as well. Keldeo, is it Resolute? What's Resolute? I always forget. Doesn't it have a specific move? No, I don't want physical. I want Keldeo. I just want Keldeo. So we'll get rid of that. Pop in Keldeo. We're going to go for lefties. Because if this is Subcon Mind, justified. So we're going to go for Schooled. Let's go for Schooled. What's the fighting move? Is it Sacred? No, we don't want Sacred Sword. We want Secret Sword. So maybe it is Keldeo Resolute. Oh no, it does learn Secret Sword. That's fine. So Schooled, Secret Sword, Calm Mind, and we're gonna go for sub there. Probably 252, 252, and then we need an odd HP number. So we're gonna go for that because that means we got Calm Minds, we've got potentials for burns and Secret Sword, and that means we can handle Bishops. So that's probably the best bet. So let's see who else there is. Let's see. I haven't battled C-Game. Yeah, I haven't battled you in this stream, and that seems to be the furthest one down. So we're going to go for you, C-Gamer, and go from there. But, okay, good to see that you came, Billy. And, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream and everything, and keep an eye out for the next one. I don't know when that will be. I was thinking probably next week I'll do another one of these, because you guys seem to enjoy this so much. We are at 2.5 hours, which is absolutely incredible to do that length without a break, but I'm really enjoying it, so we might as well keep going. Well done as well to Mr. Mime for managing to beat me. That was a really, really good game. So he looks like he might have his own Mega Tyranitar set here, or it could be the Mega Latios. So we're going to go for, in terms of lead, there's a chance the Rotom could lead, or maybe the T-Tar. Which caused to order a few issues. So I think we're going to go for Genius. That's probably the best way to go. So, oh, he goes down to the Ferrothorn. We can just go for a Focus Blast here and get a massive hit off. So, so you guys are saying what was your guys' first ever starter? I'd be interested to know if you could pop that down in the comments. My first ever starter was, it must have been a Totodile, thinking about it. Yeah, that was the first, no. From the very first one, it was Cyndaquil. I remember now. Yeah, it was Cyndaquil. So, yeah, comment down below, guys. Let me know what starters you were you started with in your first ever Pokemon game. It'd be interesting to see. So we can go for a Sludge Wave here. Oh no, we can't go for a Sludge Wave. What am I thinking? We're going to go for an Earth Power. Just in case the Sylveon comes in. That's probably the best way to go. He doesn't anyway. But yeah. Mini Monk saying we want more. I'll do my best. So, we'll keep going. So, unfortunately, Sing Island, we are just sticking with OU for the minute, because this is obviously a Mega Tyranitar stream, so I'm going to keep it like that for the minute. So, he goes out onto the Rotom. as I'm just going to go out into Dealer, because Dealer handles Rotom pretty well. But yeah, I'm going to definitely do some like you streaming and stuff in the future. Do not worry about that at all. We can just go for a Spore here, and that's probably our best bet. He has got the Raikou, but we now have, what speed is Keldeo? I think it's 111, if I remember rightly. We'll see if I'm right. 108. Oh, I'm one out. So the Latios does come in, and that's pretty good because we can go out. I don't think we can break through that Rotom, unfortunately, with T-Tar just yet. So I'm quite happy to go out into T-Tar at the minute, though. I think that's probably the best bet. See you, Gamer. It's good to see you. So I see you started off with Yellow then. If you've got Pikachu as your starter. I have played Yellow and everything like that, and personally, it was always really frustrating at the start because obviously everyone that's played Yellow has come through this pain of where literally the only thing that can beat Brock's Onix is a Butterfree. So he goes out into the Rotom now. Let's see how much this does. Oh, so we're gonna go for another Crunch here. I think no, he does outspeed. So we're gonna go back out into the Dealer. Oh, that's absolutely crazy. But, yeah, so, yeah, you guys must know the pain of having to train up a Caterpie just to get a Butterfree. Ah, he's got the rest. Fair dues. We can go for a Giga Drain here. I think that's probably just the best bet. Just to see how much that would do. Test the water. He has lost his Lum, though. Oh, no, it's Chester Berry, sorry. So he does Volt Switch this turn. I'm not sure what he's going to go out into. Maybe the T-Tar. We shall have to see. He does go out into the Latios. As we get a Giga Drain, it's not going to do the huge amount. But damage is better than nothing. And we can go back out into T-Tar this turn. And we know for a fact that we can now 2-hit KO the Rotom. And yeah, so it was just an endless struggle, I remember distinctly. Psyshock doesn't hit us. That's absolutely great. Considering that, I'm pretty happy to go for DD this turn, because we can take out Rotom there. Oh, crit did 86%, so yeah, we should be able to take him out. So we're going to go for DD here. I don't think there's much this guy can do to me, and even if he's got HP fighting me, I'd be dead anyway. Because I don't think Sylveon will be able to take us out. Raikou certainly can't unless it's Scarfed, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to be Scarfed. It's most likely Specs, especially with Latios being around. It does go back out into the Rotom as we get the Dragon Dance off, so we can just go for a Crunch here and see how much that does. That doesn't... What happened with the rare? Crunch. I'm so confused. Because a Crunch did 86%. Oh no, my maths is off. That's why, because I forgot. I thought it was a double increase. So we're going to go for another Crunch here. I think we're just going to keep going. So have I ever reached out to other Poketubers, like Nappy, Shady Penguin? I do watch Shady Penguin. I have been a big fan of the Soul Link as well. And it's something I would like to do in the future. I don't know with who or what or where. We're just going to sack off Timmy, I think, so we're going to go for an EQ. But I haven't actually reached out for them, because there's no point in reaching out to do like collabs or anything like that. I do comment a lot on like Dun's videos and chat with him a bit, so Dun Deal, I don't know if you know him, he's but apart from that, not particularly. Obviously I do comment on the videos and things like that, but I've never reached out to try and collab or do anything like that. He does get the crit on the EQ, which is a shame. But with 265 speed, 284 speed, we can actually go out into that. And that's probably our best bet. So we're going to go out into Sapiggy. And I know the Latios switch is exceedingly obvious, which makes me want to go for Icicle Crash. So that's probably the way to go. We're going to risk the biscuit. We're going to risk it. Ah, he stays in. He stays in. Yes, we get the flinch. Oh, God. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. How much is this going to do? 52%. And also he's above lefties, so we can go for another one. Oh, that's absolutely dreadful. Oh. But no, as I said, I've never gone out. I do miss, and if he does, it doesn't take me out, unfortunately. I'm just going to go out. Let's see, how much is T-Tar at? No, I'm going to go for another Icicle Crash, because I don't want Dealer coming back in. Oh, not Dealer, Tyranitar. But yeah, I've never reached out to a large channel to collab, because the whole thing about collabs is it sort of benefits for both sides, and I can't really bring them anything they don't already have. So, that's the main reason why I've never contacted them. I do get quite regular contacts of people with channels and stuff saying, like, you know, can I collab and stuff like that. But then the thing is, it sounds really horrible, but they're only like sort of, you know, maybe 10-15 subs, and that's the thing. It's the sort of give and take to the whole thing. So, is anything still asleep? Latios isn't asleep, so we can go for a Spore here, and that should be fine. Oh, hey Joseph, good to see that you're here. Latios gets put to sleep again. Oh, that's so bad. So, we can go out into, we could go out into Keldeo. We can't really touch it though, so probably not. We are going to go out into probably Piggy, because we can go for an Icicle Crash from there, and that's probably the best bet. But Scarf Mamo, thank you so much for suggesting that, because it's absolutely brilliant. So we're going to go for an Icicle Crash here, and nothing is really going to be appreciating that. The Sylveon is going to be a 2-hit KO, and also from there, he is probably going to Protect here. So we're going to be a Genius and switch out into Genius and see how that works out, because he's probably going to Protect here. He does go for Protect, and we can go for a cheeky Sludge Wave here, and that's going to do the maximum amount of damage. We can outspeed the T-Tar on the next turn and take him out. He does go for the Protect here, as we go for the Sludge Wave, and that should, I think, Genius, outside of Raikou, should be able to do that. Super Rockers, yeah, there's no, yeah. I have no words. He does live, though. That's fair dues. So we can go for another Sludge Wave here. That's quite impressive, actually. I don't know why, Super Rockers, you are trying to get people to sub for Minecraft on a Pokemon channel. Makes no sense, but whatever floats your boat. He does heal up, so we're going to have to go for another Sludge Wave here. And he's either got to, yeah, he's going to have to keep Wishing Protecting, but at some point, we're going to have to go, we're either going to crit, or something's going to happen. So Sludge Wave, unfortunately, he does survive from that. So we're going to go for another Sludge Wave. My favourite Pokemon, see, that's the tricky thing. I really don't have a favourite Pokemon as such. Yeah, I'm not. It's one of those things where, like, everyone seems to have a favourite Pokemon, but I really don't. I love all Pokemon equally. That's my best answer to that. So, HP Ice is probably coming our way. He's not the shiny version, so we can go out to Piggy here. And to be honest, that's probably our best bet. I guess Dealer could be an option. But Piggy, we're going to go for that. And see from there. He does go for the Hidden Power, which isn't going to do a huge amount, and we're going to go for, I think we're going to go for a knockoff. Or maybe Icicle Crash, because we're going to go for Icicle Crash. I think that's probably the best bet. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't actually have a favourite Pokemon. Extra Sensory isn't going to be able to take us out, and we can go for another Icicle Crash. What other games do I play besides Pokemon? In terms of other games, I used to play quite a lot of COD, but when I'm up at uni, I don't have a PlayStation. So I'm unfortunately unable to play up here. But no, mainly Pokemon. I've got quite into Dark Souls from Dundeal's Let's Play. And I would love to play, oh, what's it called? I've completed for Bloodborne, because that looks absolutely epic. But unfortunately, I don't have a PS3, so I'm not able to play that. But yeah, outside of that, you guys have probably seen, if you want to see my first ever video, it's me oh, I missed. It's me playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and I know it's the sort of most standard JPEG thing to do, but yeah, if you want to see my first ever video, that is my first ever video. In terms of sweep, I don't know if this is going to be a Mamo sweep, we will have to see. It depends if I can hit all my ice shards. So I do manage to hit this one. What about Gyarados? I do really have a soft spot for Gyarados, and yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but as I said, I do really like it. It is one of my favourite first gen mons. Landorus with Sand Force, that is the other option, but to be honest, Sheer Force, I might as well get that boost the whole time. It is essentially the same sort of thing. I guess I do miss out on the bonus extra bits, but I'm not too worried about this. From here though, I do kind of want to keep Sapiggy around because I know I can beat Raikou with it. What's Raikou at? I'm not comfortable that I can take this out, so we're gonna go out into Dealer because we can oh no. Oh, have I just made a really bad mistake? It has the EQ. Let's have a look. I may have just made a mistake there. I have made a mistake, unfortunately, because I can't come back in with Sapiggy because I forgot about the ice weakness. Yeah, stupid play. That was a really bad play on my part. So, hopefully I haven't thrown this away. We're going to have to go for a... But considering he's got EQ, he's probably mixed. So, we're just going to go for Spore here. That's our best bet. So he's got the Life Orb. We just need to keep whittling him down. From here, we can go out into Bromance. And we're going to have to sack Sapiggy now. Sapiggy, you have done such good work. But, actually, no, because the rocks, it still doesn't work. We're going to have to go for a Toxic here. Just to get some damage off on him. Have I ever tried Staraptor Scarf with Reckless? No, I haven't actually. It's something I would quite like to use, but something I have never used before. We're going to go out into... How useful is Keldeo? Keldeo is probably the least useful, because we know that Latios can take us out. So we could sack off Keldeo. We just need to get toxic damage on this down to enough where we can just stall. So we're going to go out into Keldeo as he goes for HP, and after this, I think Toxic will be taking him out. So we can go for a Scald here, and yeah. So I haven't actually tried a Staraptor before. I would really like to try it. Apparently the thing to use is a Staraptor and a Talonflame as well, and apparently they actually cover each other's weaknesses really well and stuff like that. So it's not something I've ever used before, but apparently it's really good. So we're going to go out into Bromance, as we're just going to go and sack off Sapiggy. So Sapiggy's still being useful. I really should have stayed in. I don't know what I was doing. So we're going to go back out into Sapiggy. Sack off Sapiggy, as he is going to die to toxic damage. We can now go out into... We can save Bromance, and we're going to go out into Genius and see from there. But yeah, Staraptor and Talonflame, Sir Francis T. Waldridge, they do work really well together. I don't know which one's better. I think if Talonflame had more attack, it would probably go up to Ubers thinking about it. But it is a little bit tricky to know. So it'll be interesting to see, can we live a hit with Landorus? And we do live a hit, so that's pretty good. And unfortunately, we have gotten down to a point where, I guess, unless he can one-shot the Slowbro, we'll have to see from there. Have you considered Ice Beam on Slowbro? I did consider it, but the problem is water and ice don't make the best coverage, and especially with like Toxic as well, it means I can't touch poison types and grass types. Actually, no, I guess I got Psyshock. No, because I'd lose Psyshock. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's really worth it. So we're just going to go for Slack Off just to play it safe. He doesn't miss the Draco as well. Oh, no. To be honest, I think we probably could have lived, but... yeah, we would have lived, unfortunately. So okay, that's another win on our team. To be honest, I think it would have been less close if I'd have used Sir Piggy properly. Yeah, Flash Fire apparently does like Staraptor. As I said, I haven't tried it myself, but it would be definitely good, good choice for that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that would have one-shotted, but no, that was a really good game. Thanks GG for thanks C Gamer for such a great game. So we're just going to check how long we're going. We're going for 2 hours 44 minutes straight, which is absolutely crazy. We've racked up 35 hours of viewing time, which is just incredible, really. And thank you so much, guys, for coming out for the stream and everything like that. So let's see, how many more have we got to go for? We have Sing Island. I think what we're probably going to... Oh, we got... I have already fought Mini Monk, so I think we're going to go for Sing Island here. So Dobin there. Am I going to make any top 10s? I guess I could. It's never been something I've really thought about. It's I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of top 10s, to be honest. I think the only reason is, to be honest, you like, as long as you can justify doing it, but doing sort of like top 10 favorite Pokemon or something like that. One thing I would like to do is actually try and have a look into actually making like guides for tiers, where you could watch this like 10-minute video and it would tell you about the different threats, some of the most commonly used Pokemon, things to watch out for, that sort of thing, like sort of whether it's a hazard-based tier or whether it's geared towards like Regenerator cores and stuff like that. So it means that if you've not actually battled in that tier, you can actually then quickly watch this 10-minute video and you get like a pretty good feel of what the tier's like. I don't know if you guys would like that, but that would definitely be something after exams. Okay, so we're against Dobin here, or Sing Island as he's named here. So look at this guy's team. He has the Aegislash. I forgot that Aegislash is currently being suspect tested. Hopefully Timmy can work his way around that. Heracross is going to be a bit scary as well. So, in terms of lead, I kind of anticipate the Ferrothorn, so I'm quite tempted to lead with Dealer. Keldeo could also be an option. I think we're going to go for Keldeo. We're going to shake things up. So we're going to go for Keldeo. And see from there. But no, this has been an absolutely epic stream. 3 hours, almost 3 hours straight, which is pretty crazy. It's a lot of Pokemon, but I'm absolutely loving this. It's really good fun. So I don't know if future streams will be as crazy and as long as this, but yeah. Oh, thanks. Sir Francis is just saying about how he thinks my videos are ace. Thank you so much. Like, I honestly appreciate all of you guys and all your support, as I have fun anyway, and like, as you guys seem to enjoy it, and yeah, thank you so much for enjoying my videos as well. Okay, so the tracking comes in. I'm quite tempted to be sort of cheeky, and stay in, because I think I can live a hit. And a Scald would do quite a decent chunk. I'm going to be cheeky and stay in. Haha, got him. Oh, that was just cheeky. So in terms of what exams I'm doing, I am currently in my 3rd year of my degree. Okay, so he's got to go in 8 minutes, so we'll try and keep this quick. We can go out into Bromance, and that should be fine. So yeah, I'm currently in my 3rd year at university. I study geophysics, which is using physics to image the subsurface. So I've got a few exams to go. I've got a petroleum geophysics one, which is about like sort of seismics, which is sending waves into the ground, and then you can like image the ground, a bit like ultrasound. I've got a exam about like seismic refraction, which is actually like imaging the entire Earth and things like that. I'm just gonna pick a move. So we're gonna go for a school because I'm aware of the time pressure with this guy. He does go out into the Latios this turn. Well, we're gonna have to go. Maybe go out into Dealer, take the hit, and then go out into Timmy. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. And then I've got one on Climate. Ah, got me the trick. I was so tempted to go out into T-Tar. That's a real pain. He has got the Black Sludge, though, which is definitely good. So. It's kind of crippled Amoonguss, but there's not a huge amount I can do about that. In terms of what he's going to go for next, I'm quite tempted to go out into Timmy. I think we're going to go for that. And as I said, I've got another one about past climates and things like that, like climate studies of ice ages and things like that. And another one on sedimentary rocks and sedimentary environments and stuff. So yeah, quite good fun stuff. Looking at this team, he's still got the Ferroform, which is a shame. So I think we're just going to get a nice Stone Edge off, which should do a good chunk to Ferro as long as I hit. No, it doesn't even do a huge amount. It's a bit sad. But we can go for... I mean, Keldeo an option, because we could go for... No. I think we're going to go out into Genius and risk the biscuit. How much longer will I be streaming? I think I'm just going to keep streaming until I get really tired. I don't know how long, because I've been going for nearly 3 hours now. So yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know how much longer, but there will be future ones. It does get me with the Aegis Slash, but to be honest, I can get him with the Earth Power, so that should be fine. Because I have been going for 2 hours 50 minutes now. And it's getting pretty late. Oh, that's an excellent play on his part. But I can go back out into Timmy without too much trouble from there. He does go for the Ice Beam, but that really doesn't do a huge amount. So I'm just going to go for another Stone Edge, predicting the Ferrothorn. He does stay in, but we can take him out with the Stone Edge from there, which is absolutely excellent. He does go out into the Ferro this turn. We're going to have to go back out. We might have to sack off Dealer. I think that's probably the best bet, because that's probably the best way to go. So one of your C-Gamer, one of your comments is flagged. I'm not sure who's done that. That's a bit weird that someone has decided to do that. We're just going to risk it, go for HP Fire. As if we can get a decent hit off, I'll be Dealer can die happy. But no, I'm not sure why your comment's flagged. I don't know if someone's done that. Oh, that's good damage. I do kind of predict the switch, possibly into Terrakion or something like that. So I'm going to go out into Genius here, because he's not going to stay in. He might end up going out into Terrakion. And I think Genius can handle that. He does go for the Protect, but I got him there. So we can go for the Focus Blast, and that should be able to take him out from there. But Genius is definitely going to be putting in some work. Oh, so apparently it's not. Fair enough. So we can go back out into Bromance, because Bromance doesn't really care about Talonflame. And actually, Bromance does handle most of his team from there. We still have to watch out with the Aegis Slash if it starts setting up, because T-Tar is getting dangerously low. Which may cause a few issues. We're going to have to see. But yeah, in terms of how long we're going to keep going, I'm not exactly sure. As long as there's guys still watching, I'm happy to keep going. He does go out into the Terrakion now. Well, we can just go for a Scald here without too much problem. Nothing really likes the Scald. He does have the X's, and that really doesn't do a huge amount. Scald isn't going to take him out. It does snag the burn, so we can go for a Recover here. Oh, Slack Off, and that's going to be pretty good. So yeah, pretty happy where we are going so far. We're nearly at 3 hours, and it would be nice to break 3 hours. So he does end up taking himself out with the Rocky Helmet, so we can go for Slack Off. Yeah, Rocky Helmet's a good call, definitely. I'm not sure what he's going to go into next. He does go into Heracross. We're just going to go sack off Dealer now, because Dealer is probably the one to go. But yeah, going back to favourite Pokemon, do you guys have any favourite Pokemon? Let me know in the comments, you know, which ones you think. I does miss the Pin Missile, but actually I guess it does mean we can get a Scarf Spore off, which is pretty funny. Oh, he is faster than us, I guess, because we got like 0 speed. Okay, so from here we can go for maybe Keldeo and just get schooled off, hope for the burn. Like, outside of that, I don't think Keldeo is going to be of much use. Have I ever done Monotype? No, I've never done Monotype, unfortunately. It's never something I've really felt for, because I think like the matchup makes too much of makes too much difference in my opinion. Bullet Seed is going to take us out, unfortunately, but I did want to get some prior damage off, just so I can go out into Lando and get probably Lando, or maybe even no, Sapiggy probably won't be able to. So we're going to go for Genius here. Yeah, obviously, Mr. Mime Mania, having Mr. Mime as your favourite. But no, I haven't done Monotype because I've made a team before, which was Monotype, which was a Mono Steel team ages and ages ago, back in like maybe Black and White, something like that, which is a Mono Steel team. But outside of that, no, I haven't really. And as I said, with matchup and everything, it's yeah. Oh, that does a good chunk to Talonflame. We can go back out into Bromance without too much issue. Yeah, Mega Slowbro is an absolute beast. It's absolutely crazy. Acrobatics really isn't doing a huge amount, and Rocky Helmet is going to bring him up down to a point where another Scald will be able to take him out, which is really, really good. But yeah, Mega Slowbro, I did make a team around him, and it seemed to be pretty good. So, and that does take him out. So I think it's GG from there. Goes back out into the Heracross. I think from here, it's end of the road for Bromance. Bullet Seed, are we going to live that? No, we just about don't live that. That's a shame. So I'm going to go out into probably Genius, because I can go for another Psychic and then go for an Earth Power from there. And that's going to be able to take out Heracross from there. Mega Heracross is one I would like to do as well. So we're going to go for Psychic here. Yeah, Monotype is really, really tricky. Richard, you have quite a few favourites. Raichu or Heracross, and then Miltank, Slowbro, and Pichu as honourable mentions. We can just go for an Earth Power here, and I think that's GG. We have still got Scarf Mamo as well. Yeah, no problem. That's not a problem at all. I'll just let him know. Yeah, that's no problem. You can save the battle if you want. So yeah, well, let's keep going. We've got time for another battle. Any other people? Let's see. We have got Mini Monk still. I think we're going to have a rematch with Mini Monk, because there doesn't seem to be any other challenges here. Yeah, so we're going to go for another one with Mini Monk and see how that goes. Okay, so it's a rematch time. We have got Keldeo this time, so hopefully. Let's see. So originally he has got the Superior now. That's going to be quite scary. So we're going to go out into... I'm not sure what to lead with. I have a feeling the Lando might lead. We're going to go for Sapiggy, just to see. I'm not too sure. But we've got 2 minutes, and then we're going to be passing the 3-hour mark. So I think this might be our last battle, guys, considering we've been going for 3 hours. And it's, and yeah. Okay, so he does lead off with the Gallade. I don't know if EQ will take him out, though. That's the thing. So we're going to have to go out probably into Bromance from there and see. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be our last battle, because my throat's starting to die a little bit. You can probably hear it as well. Can we do UU sometime? Yeah, I think my next live stream, I'm probably going to do a Mega Houndoom team in UU. So get your UU teams ready. It's either going to be it's going to be sometime next week. I will make an event like 2 days before, something like that, to give you guys enough time to actually do that. yeah. Let's see. I might be able to do one more. We'll have to see. How many more challenges have we got? It is pretty much that. I think we're going to have to probably leave it at this one because that's going to pass the 3-hour mark. Close combat, we are going to take that really, really well. And I'm just going to go for a Scald here. I know I might be able to... I'm going to be hit with a knockoff probably. But, yeah. Yeah, so Seagamer with my favourite Pokemon. Unfortunately, I don't have a favourite. I like a lot of Pokemon, and I've never made up my mind of which one I like the most. So this guy comes in. We're going to go out into Dealer, because Dealer can probably deal with this guy the best. Leaf Storm is definitely coming our way. We're going to go for HP Fire here. And hope for the best. Hopefully this isn't another sweep. Especially with Bishop being around and everything like that. But yeah, I will be doing a... oh, it's good to see that you came and everything, Dobin. And unfortunately, you have to go, as I can see. So hope you enjoyed the stream and everything. And hopefully I'll see you at the next one. It'd be good to have a rematch and everything like that as well. So, we're just going to go for HP Fire here just to see how much this does. And I think, yeah, we're probably going to leave it at this. This is going to be our last battle, looking at this. But yeah, next week will be a Mega Houndoom UU team, which should be pretty epic. I'm not exactly sure exactly what other Pokemon to go for. I'm not going to give anything away of what I have planned for the team. We will see. But I normally try and do most of them sort of off the cuff. Like obviously this one was is very much like that. This thing is going to be causing me a bit of issues, a few issues. Question is, do I just go out and sub-pig? I don't really want to take a hit though. That's the thing. And to be honest, Dealer isn't going to be useful outside of anything for this. He does go out into the Patriot. Luckily, I still have Bromance at full, which should be fine. So we're going to go out into Bromance here. And he does go for the SD. It's a little bit scary. We're going to have to go for Scald here. Hopefully scare him out. I'm not sure if we will be. But hopefully the combination of Scald and Recoil will be able to take him out. I guess I should have gone for Sludge Bomb. I have no idea what I was doing there. After you stream for 3 hours, you do start to go a little bit... have no idea what's going on. So he goes out into the Latios. We're going to go out into Timmy. Yeah, I should have gone for Sludge Bomb. I don't know what I was doing. That would have made so much more sense. So we're going to go out into... what's it called? Tyranitar. I'm also running out of drink as well. Does do the Draco, which does a huge chunk. But nothing particularly appreciates a crunch. Looking at his team. Outside of Gallade. So actually I might even... Oh, I could Dragon Dance this turn. I might Dragon Dance this turn. Predicting Mega Gallade coming in. Because that will not... yeah, that's probably the best bet. But yeah, what are your guys' favourite Pokemon? Let me know. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, so it's Teddy. It's a Mega Houndoom UU next week. I'm not exactly sure when. I most likely either Friday or Sunday to keep going with the sort of how I upload on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So hopefully I will see you guys there. So yeah, I think Dragon Dance is probably the best way because I might be able to. I don't know if I'd sweep. I might be able to. Cause it depends whether I can take out the Gallade. We will have to see. He does go out into the Landorus this turn as we get a Dragon Dance off. It depends if a Crunch can take him out, and I'm willing to find out. It doesn't take him out, unfortunately, and Earth Power is going to take us out. Oh, that's a shame. But we can go out into probably Landorus because nothing really appreciates ice moves. I guess the Bishop does actually. That might be our only way. We're going to go for Sir Piggy and see from there. Sir Francis, you're making me so thirsty saying that you're having an Iron Brew. I've literally just run out of water. So we're in with Sir Piggy now. I am a little bit scared of that Bishop. I have a feeling that is coming back in, but I don't know what to do. So we're gonna have to go. We're gonna go for Icicle Crash this turn because I don't want to overpredict. Yeah, I could have overpredicted then. But the Bishop's probably coming in now. Yeah, it is coming in. We're gonna go out into Keldeo now, as he's probably gonna SD from here, and we are in a little bit of trouble then. But there's not a huge amount we can do about that. So, oh, he does go for the knockoff here. That's fair enough. And we do get the attack rise. So we can go for either go for a sub. I'm quite tempted to go for a sub. We're going to go for a sub here. Predicting Talonflame maybe coming in. Oh, Latios coming in. Okay. So we can go for we're just going to go for a Scald here. Try and get a burn. I probably should have predicted that, but there's not a huge amount I can do. He does go for the Psyshock, so that really doesn't do a huge amount. We don't snag the burn. I have a feeling this guy's specs. So we're going to go out into probably Bromance. Yeah, it's probably best bet. We're going to go out into Bromance. He predicts the switch. That's absolutely brilliant. We're going to go out into Dealer then. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. He does go for the Leaf Storm. We're going to go for Sludge Bomb this time, because that is the correct play. Because that's going to do a lot more than Hidden Power Ice. Not Hidden Power Fire, sorry. So he does go for the Leaf Storm as we go for the Sludge Bomb. Oh, that does so much more. We are going to have to go for another Sludge Bomb here. We could actually go for HP Fire. How much did HP Fire do before? 36% to Superior. Oh no, we did 30%. So we're going to go for HP Fire this turn, predicting the Bishop. That's probably the best way to go. He gets us with the Latios. Okay. How useful is Keldeo? With the Talonflame around, we don't really have much for Bishop, but then even... we have still got Sir Piggy at full. I might just sack Keldeo. I think that's probably the best bet. We're going to have to see. Yeah, I haven't actually tried Ubers before, so it's definitely something I might try in the future. But we can go out into... could probably go out into Genius, actually. That is an option. And take a hit. We should be able to take a hit pretty well. And we can go for a Sludge Wave there. And then even Earth Power if needs to be on the Bishop. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for a Sludge Wave here. And see. Oh, it's good to see that you're back, Carl. Welcome back to the stream. This is probably going to be the last match, to be honest. Because, as you can probably hear, my voice is absolutely destroyed. And we have been going now for 3 hours and 6 minutes. Which is just crazy. Literally, I've just... no breaks, no nothing. That's, yeah. So we're going to go out into... we might have to go out into Bromance, but I'm a little bit scared of this guy. Because he might run the knockoff. How useful is Genius? Probably not as useful as I hope he was. As he was originally. So we're going to just go for an Earth Power. Just in case he overpredicts, goes for the knockoff. And he does overpredict and go for the knockoff. And an Earth Power does a really good chunk. And I'm really happy with that. That's really good. Keldeo is really nice, actually. Yeah, I do like it as a mon. From here, though, I don't really want to go into Bromance. So I'm going to have to then take a knockoff. But I can't afford the Bishop to set up. So maybe Dealer's our only option. We're going to have to go into Dealer, unfortunately. Because of Talonflame. No, not because of Talonflame, Slowbro does stop that, and that is our only real option here, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can manage this. It should be okay. So we're gonna go for a Sludge Bomb here because that's. Oh, actually, we could go for Spore. Spore's an option, actually. We're gonna go for Spore. Just to do that. Yeah, Carl, unfortunately, it's a shame that we won't be able to battle, but I will be trying to stream at least once a week, and it would be really awesome if we could have a battle, so keep an eye out. I'll try and keep it free, I'll keep you guys notified about 2 days in advance. Has got the Zen Headbutt. I was kind of hoping he didn't. We're going to have to recover stall on this. How often do I stream? I stream, as I said, aiming to stream once a week. Not guaranteed at the minute because of exams, but I would definitely like to. Knockoff really doesn't do as much, so I probably just sacked Amoonguss for nothing, which is a little bit of a shame. From here, though, we are going to go for a Psyshock just in case that Superior comes in, because he may want to keep that around. I just set up the SD, we got him. So, from here, I guess the Superior might be coming in. But, what are we going to do? We're going to have to rely on surviving a hit. And I don't think we will. So I think the Superior and all these Pokemon will get us from here. Not with a crit. Not with a crit at all. When do you think my next stream is going to be? It's probably going to be... I'm aiming to try maybe Friday or Sunday of next week. It's either or. It depends. It's, as I said, like, how it works out will depend on my week next week. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be free and stuff like that. But after my exams, I'm pretty much free all summer in the evenings. I am doing an internship and stuff, but I have time in the evenings. So definitely there will be more streaming going on afterwards. So unfortunately, it is GG from here. We are going to go for a rock slide because that's our only real option. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. But yeah, in the summer, I don't know how often I will be streaming, but I would like to stream more and more because it's really good fun. It's good to talk to you guys, and yeah, just really, really enjoyable. Brave Bird isn't going to take us out, so we need like a super hyper crit on Bishop, or he knocks us off and we survive, but I don't think we will. C-Gamer, that is really, really dedication. Starting from the 45-minute mark is really impressive. I do have Twitter. It's at PS macadii. I do try and tweet out to remind you guys when I am live streaming, so I would definitely recommend following me. Unfortunately, I do lose this battle, but yeah, if you guys do have Twitter, don't forget it's at PS macadii. If you also look on my channel page, there will be a little Twitter icon up on my channel art, which you can click, and that should take you straight there. I also have a Facebook page as well, where I post sort of like memes and also sort of some of the most important content, so you guys don't miss it. So yeah, either or, whichever's easiest for you, and it's also easier to message me as well on either Twitter or Facebook. And if you need any help with team buildings or any recommendations or anything like that, honestly, feel free to contact me. I'm not going to be this sort of YouTuber that like you're sort of afraid to contact. Honestly, don't worry about contacting me, and I will try and help as many of you guys as possible, improving your battling. So I live in the UK, so it's I think at the minute it's like GMT +1 because it's daylight saving. So yeah, I live in the UK, so about this sort of time between 9:30 and between 8:30 and about this time is when I will normally be streaming. Hopefully that's okay for you guys. I don't know about weekend streams and stuff like that. That will be something we will have to see. But anyway, unfortunately, guys, this is going to be our last battle, considering we are at 3 hours 12 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the battles and everything like that. And if you do did enjoy it and want to keep me to keep going with these, don't forget to hit the like button as well. I do really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the next UU stream, and I will make sure to notify you guys. It's going to be probably Friday or Sunday, as I was saying. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.